Hey, hey, what is up today? It is another edition of You Stories. That's right. It is Wednesday, Wednesday Wisdom, Wednesday Hump Day, Wednesday, whatever the heck you want to call it. We are live and we are rolling, and this is an extra special edition. All my guests are special, let me tell you that. But this is a guest that really just hits it out of the park, and they're going to be rolling in a bit. They're so special, I've actually given them a little bit of leeway, and normally I don't do that. So let's say hello to Anya and Ammo. Hey! Hey, what is up? Howie, wait, Howie, isn't it? Hawa. I've got it. Like I've seen her so many times. She is funny as anything. You guys have to check out her videos. I love this girl. I came across her, Hawa, right? Because I was like, I have to get her name right. And I watch her videos all the time. She just put out one of the funniest videos. Angel Domingue, one of my wonderful moderators. Ammo Animation. Guys, this is a really special edition. Like I said, the lady does not normally let a guest come late ever, but the last Hawa, did I get it right? Yes. All right. It was very important because you have to understand how my name gets butchered constantly. So I totally understand. It's very important. I have a very ethnic name, so I'm very sensitive towards saying people's names right. Hawa is frigging awesome. I found her randomly looking around YouTube one day, and now I'm addicted to her videos. So cool, Angel, you be right back. Oh, thank you so much. You love me too. She did the funniest video today. I was freaking cracking up, and the whole ASMR eating noises things. Oh my God, how I hear you. I freaked out the first time I heard one. I couldn't hit pause fast enough because I'm sorry if anybody's into it. I don't get it. I don't get why you want to hear smacking and slurping and whatnot. But apparently there's a whole sub community. So if you do, I'm not judging you, but I can't handle it. And I am also terrified of heights. I love to fly planes, but put me on like a big high bridge. And I rode Harleys for years, obviously. Howard doesn't know this. I used to white knuckle it over bridges, and I'm a fairly tall girl too. And I'm like, on a Harley. Here's this badass girl in a Harley, and she's flipping out over a bridge. So totally get it. Identified. This was hysterical. So I'm going to be chatting with you guys for a little bit. We're going to talk about some cool things that didn't get talked about on Lady Borgia Live. And then we've got a very special guest coming in. And you heard Hubble right. That man who had a telescope named after him. No, it's not him, but it is somebody that has very close to do with him. We're talking the same blood. And there's an extra special surprise about him past that in having the same blood as somebody else. So he'll be in a bit. He has stuff to do. He was working, but he made time for the lady. And let me tell you, he's a very, very special person. And he is handsome. He is smart for the ladies. And he knows about cars. He's pretty much a damn expert. Motorcycles. He plays in pool tournaments, all this stuff. And yes, he is a legit Hubble. No kidding. Miss Kathy, hey, what's up? And Queen of Challenges, awesome to see you. We're going to be chatting for a little bit because, like I said, this guest is so special. I actually pushed back the time that they could come. And anybody who's been on my show, I love you all. I appreciate you, but I never do that. I never change the time. And it's always 7 p.m. Eastern. I let people pick the day, but never the time. This person is not on YouTube. Well, not on YouTube having their own channel, but they are a legit Hubble, that Hubble, not kidding. So you will have to wait and see, but yeah, Hubble by blood. Where did the lady find this person? Oh, you're going to find out. But we're going to talk a little bit first because there was all this stuff from Lady Borgia Live that we didn't get to because there was so much stuff going on the other day. And I want to bring up something, being that we're running down on the month. I mean, it's already the 27th of June. Oh, Wonder Music, push the like button before going to sleep. Awesome. One of my moderators. Are you sure you're going to sleep? Do you want to see the guest? You have to understand, it's 2 a.m. where he is. Wonder Music was my second guest. My second guest, it's an international show. We have guests from around the globe. And yeah, he stayed up till 2 in the morning to be on You Stories on our second episode. So we are rolling hot. But then again, we were the original. Nobody was doing this when the lady came up with the concept, and I took a month in pre-production to do it. And Angel was a goddess, and she interviewed me on it and everything else like that. And now there's other ones, but on here we pre-interview, we talk to everybody first, and it has nothing to do. You don't even have to be on YouTube. In fact, there's tons of people who aren't on YouTube that are really interesting. So we have people coming in from there. The you actually is you, your stories, because I want to hear your stories. And this is the thing for anybody who's new, join in, meet each other. Every single event on my channel is an open invitation to make friends. If you're a viewer, if you're a creator, because I know some people see it and they're like, oh, they have nothing on their channel. Hi, that was me until February. That was me. My stuff was private for friends to view. I didn't have a public channel. So, oh, it's 2 a.m. where she is too. Thank you, sweetheart. Guys, you got to check her out. You know what? On Lady Borgia Live on Monday, I'm going to link Hawa's channel. Hawa, if you don't know this, I do a What's Up segment on Lady Borgia Live, my other show that I'm on by myself. And I make announcements about other channels, about what's happening in people's lives. I've announced weddings, 2 of them, births of babies, cool things people have done. Patsy, my girl, who's actually going to be on You Stories as soon as we have cool enough weather that the makeup won't melt off my face, because I'm going to, the shapeshifter extraordinaire, morph into Patsy to have Patsy on You Stories. But the thing is, my favorite paint to use is Mayron Paradise AQ and some wolf and some other things. And guess what? They melt off your face if you're sweating too much. So I know we have hashtag Artemorbid. Frank is melting. Yeah, wouldn't be so cute if I was Patsy melting. So I am so happy to see Patsy. She says, Angel, I miss you. I miss Patsy. You guys, Turkey. Wow. This girl is so cool. You have to understand. She's flipping awesome. She's one of my favorite YouTubers now. Honestly, I'm going to link her below. If you haven't checked her out, pop open another window and go check out Hawa. She does wonderful makeup. She's gorgeous. She's flipping beautiful. She has the most amazing skin, and she's just funny as hell. I mean, I just sit there laughing. So, check her out. Definitely. I want to try to get her on You Stories. I know it's 2 a.m. where she is, but hey, family of 4 show. Heather, what is up? Christy Canine. All right. We got Turkey in the house. We got Latvia in the house. We've got upstate New York in the house. We have Sacramento in the house. Told you, global, and it's a good day because we got a Hubble in the house. Yes, and he's coming up soon. Oh my goodness, this is cool. This is my first person that is coming in off of YouTube. And watch out, guys, because I got more rolling in. Like I said, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have because everybody's got cool stories. And there's so many people who don't have YouTube channels, but they might be on YouTube. In fact, I can guarantee this person is on various forms of social media. But you got to see. Let's see. I'm going to rest. You rest up, Wonder Music. Let's see. Oh, hello, every great chat. We've got it going. I'm so excited. You're going to like asking this person questions because once he gets on, I will tell you the rest of the little secret of who and how I know this person. How does the Lady Borgia know a Hubble? The man the Hubble telescope was named after. Yeah, that's for real. I wasn't kidding with you. It's not bull. You know, I don't bull. You know, unless it's funny, I don't do bullshit. But, you know, and yes, this is not the adult version. By the way, for everybody, read your Bible, Wonder Music. Ooh, what is going on? Are we having another Christianity special? We do have more specials coming, guys. We are doing a disability special that is coming up. It's going to be another edition of You Stories. It's going to be a discussion on disabilities. We're going to have a bunch of people with disabilities on the panel. Yours truly is one of them. I don't think of myself as a disabled person, but technically I am. Angel Domingue, my official guest co-host of You Stories, is going to be on. She's deaf in one ear. We have a bunch of other people coming on. Avra, what is up, sweetheart? Oh, you are looking beautiful tonight. Wow, everybody is looking wonderful. And I'm serious. Go check out Howard's channel. Leave mine open. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss this girl. She rocks. And I'm going to put her in Lady Borgia Live, and I link all of it. Now, we do have something to talk about on I was going to say Instagram. Sorry, I'm getting my social media platforms screwed up. Before we have the guests come in, there's something that I want to bring up that's really important. There's a couple things that got missed, and we only have a couple more days of June. And I don't have any more shows left in June. This is my last show in June, unless I make a surprise daytime appearance, which a lot of people have been requesting. And I popped in before to get my people that are over in Europe and Asia and whatnot that thankfully want to see me. And once again, I've got to thank my angel. Oh, don't pull that off there, girl. Oh my gosh, I almost killed my my Jaclyn Hill palette. Wow, that would have been really bad. That's a good palette. Thank you again to the wonderful Angel Domingue. She gave me this wonderful award, not just for 800 subscribers, which I think I'm just about at 900, but and it's going so fast. I can't thank you guys enough. I just want to put more and more and more stuff out for you guys. Whatever you want, tell me. We can do all the special things. Oh, and the PJ party, that's definitely happening again. Everybody, I'm so glad loved it so much. I've always been good at throwing a party. Now I know I'm good at throwing it online. So we'll definitely be doing that. Thank you again, Angel. This was not just for that, but this was such an honor what she did. Go an hour in and check out this award she gave me for basically being a really good person. I was speechless, absolutely speechless. Everything everybody said. It was a total surprise. There was a cake, there was a candle. I can't believe this. I've been on here 4 months. I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers, and I've been given an award by my peers. I never imagined this in a million years, but Jiggy family, what is up? About to go live. Well, guess what? We have a special guest, and that is a Hubble. So bad time to go live, honey. It is, yes, a real Hubble. You know, the guy that it was named after, he's coming on. Well, not him. I don't think he's alive anymore. But yes, his family is on the way to the lady right now. Because like I said, you is for you, not just you too. So we're going on S2W themes. My wonderful man of positivity. Everybody say hello to Enzo. How if you don't know Enzo, check out him. And once again, Christy K9, wonderful. The family show of 4. And I know I keep talking about Hawa, but you guys, seriously, you know I say what I feel, and I'm always very honest. And if I love something, I'm going to tell you about it. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you about it because that's how I am. I'm very direct. We don't do drama on this channel, but we do discuss things openly, and you will always have a safe space to openly discuss things as long as it's respectful and logical. I'm down with it because we have to have discussions about these people. People start to talk about things that are harder, and they go, "Oh, it's going to be drama." Bull. No, it's not. If you can be rational and reasonable, there's absolutely no reason. So, Michelle, honey, what is up, my fellow Shakespeare girl? I can't wait to do another play with you. I talked to Violet, and I told Violet not touching Hamlet, any of her favorites. But if Violet is not able or can't because she's busy, we can always do a different play on my channel. And I'm happy to host it and arrange it. I really love it. I mean, I certainly don't want to ever take anything away from somebody. I would not touch the one she wants to do. Shakespeare has plenty for everyone to share, though. Yeah, no drama, baby. Mama Styles, my girl, check out the collab we did. And Mama Styles has inspired a whole new series on my channel. I had so much fun. We didn't talk about this. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I just got a text from the guest. All right, all right. Okay, cool. And heading home, he's getting ready to come on. Okay, let me answer him. He's on his way home now to come get on, guys. And I'm not turning the phone that way anymore. I learned my lesson after the pajama party. So, oh, exactly. Love Days of Our Lives. I have not, you know what? I never got into soap operas. My friend made me watch General Hospital, and she used to get mad at me in high school because I'd sit there and crack jokes. You're not taking it seriously. And I'm like, yeah. But then she'd laugh, and she said it was funny. So, anyway, gosh, there's so many things. Don't forget to check out our collab. The cool thing about our collab is we did not discuss it. Mama Styles invited me, and I was very honored to do a collab with her. As I said, I've only been on here, 4 months. Coming towards on the 7th of June, it'll be my 5-month anniversary. So, I'm the new girl around here, and I've been received. So, Ian Wrestling King 83, what is up, honey? Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Miss Kathy's new series. And Miss Kathy and Jesse are going to be coming on here. So super excited for that. Best Friend in Your Thread is going to be coming on here. Now, next week, guys, I'm probably not going to be on Wednesday. That's 4th of July. I might pop in, but the show is moved to Thursday. So Monday will be Lady Borgia Live at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Thursday, the 5th, will be Interview You Stories. Everyone has a story with Best Friend in Your Thread. Yeah, I can talk. So definitely. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. I look beautiful in blue. I love turquoise. It's fantastic. And what I wanted to talk about was, I have to finish about the collab. I know, I'm so excited about all the different things. Mama said, not only inspired you, but because I may step out of my comfort. Oh, awesome, Mama Styles. Thank you so much. I always hope to help people. That freaking rocks. Thank you. You've made my day. Really, you have. Because if I can help someone do something, it really makes me happy. Like I've told people before, anybody that's new, I was going to be a neurosurgeon, and the reason I'm not is because of my physical disabilities. I can't physically stand there for that long and do surgery. They don't really like it if you walk away while they're cut open and say, I have to go lay down. Doesn't work. Or if you're like dropping scalpels and stuff, not so good. Mrs. Hopkins, 73, how are you, love? So, the cool thing about the collab was we didn't talk about what we were going to use. I just assumed use what you have in your collection. Mama Styles did the same thing. Okay, granted, I will admit, I have a very large collection of things because I also do fantasy and special effects. I was in it, out of it. I've been in and out of it my whole life. My mother was a model, and I went out of it for a long time, but I've always loved it since I was a child. And I started learning makeup way back then. And I've been collecting things. So I do have random stuff I've collected for all different kinds of things. But my favorite thing to do is just make crap up as I go along and play. So I haven't done that in quite a while since my cut crease double wing liner. It's actually, go check it out. It's one of my videos way back because I wasn't doing more difficult things because I've been doing a lot of reviews. I still have a whole bunch of palettes to do first impression reviews. I've got a stack of things. So I thought, well, people maybe just want to see the palette. I don't want to start getting too far into it, keep it short. And I just totally like played. I did have to pull myself back because I almost started to go into like fantasy. And I'm like, whoa, 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 girl. We're not doing fantasy, honey. We're still doing like makeup you could wear on the 4th of July that's not like totally jacked out. So I pulled back at the end, and Big Money Life, hey, what's up? Dropping in for a bit. You don't want to leave, baby. We got a Hubble in here. Yes, as in the man who was the Hubble telescope was named after him. Well, not him, but his family. So on the way, and there's a special way that the lady has him coming. Although there's other ways that the lady has other people coming, and it's not the same reason. The lady knows some very interesting people. And yes, I'm talking in the third person again because I think it's freaking funny. No, I'm not Caesar, or, you know, if anybody's read Caesar or anything else like that, you know what I'm talking about. So the cool thing about this is Mama Styles, you got to check it out. She does the most amazing things with what's around her house. And I do that too all the time. My Nutcracker video, actually, that was a coat that the sleeves were too short and I still had up in the attic. But you can't see that. And the hat is actually a muff and a neck gaiter that I was given for Christmas, and I made it into a hat. So I love to keep little things. I mean, here I keep a very neat area. I like to clean up my makeup as I go along. I wash my brushes after every use. But here I have an egg right here with a little face painted on it. It was given to me. I always have Coco. This was a special gift that was given to me, and we all know that I've got Coco. So, okay, Howa, be right back. I love her, guys. Seriously, she's freaking awesome. You guys are all awesome. But the fact that she's here at 2 a.m. and we've never met each other makes her even more awesome. You're all awesome for being here. So, we're getting closer. My guest is, oh, I'm so excited. You guys aren't going to believe this. And ladies, he is handsome. But so one thing I want to talk about, was talking about on Twitter before it ends June. It's Pride Month, right? And I wanted to do makeup for Pride Month, and it's been really, really busy. I was sick. It was hard to, you know, keep it going. I wash my makeup weekly and spray them after every use. That's really good. I'm just like ridiculous about it. I have a spray that actually works really well because I don't like to let them sit. I've been using this for years. And then technically that should be enough, but I'm just ridiculous. I do go out every time and I keep a little jar. In fact, here's the ones that I have to wash from something I did earlier. While I'm working on something, I put the brushes I'm using in this little jar so they don't roll around and everything stays neat. Yeah, I'm ridiculous. Look, my house is not perfect, trust me, but my workspace has to be a certain way, or, you know, honestly, that was 75 cents somewhere, or I have something in my house. It really makes it easy so your brushes aren't rolling around with crap on them. So, and getting things dirty. So, Pride Month. I was talking, and Borderline Queen on Twitter was talking about how, you know, love is love. And I have to agree with that. Love is love. I think love is a precious commodity. You know, it's the only thing that can't be bought. You're lucky to find it. You can't necessarily find it. Can't just say I want love and it isn't necessarily there. Now you can come here, I will always give you love because it's precious. Everybody should be able to have love. Oh, awesome, Michelle. I just sent you a message on Google Hangouts. Thank you so much. I will check it. Careful, too much washing your brushes can be harsh on the brushes. Yes, Mama says it's the same thing I use. I use professional brush cleaner. I've been a painter for many years, and I actually use, and I actually had to probably share it with you guys. It is I also paint with acrylics. I never got into oils that much. I mean, I studied it, but it is meant for washing brushes. It's so funny. Sephora sells something similar for like 4 times the price. And most people don't realize that this is out there. And oh my goodness, I have a lot of messages. Okay, so this is what Borderline Queen said, and I wanted to say it because it was really cool. She said, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait for Lady Borgia Live to bring it up because even though I might come on, oh, you just purchased a clean sweep for my brushes. Miss Kathy, is that thing that spins around? Because if it is, be careful. Exactly. Love is more than love, much more. Right, S2W themes? Absolutely. And actually, I am going to do a video on brushes and proper care, how to choose brushes, what the ferrule should look like, all kinds of stuff. My grandmother was an international painter as well as a designer. So, but it's true. You have to be careful with what you use. And there's some things that people use that they think are safe that really aren't. I'm very lucky to have so many family members that have done some really cool things. Anyway, Borderline Queen, she wrote, "Hey, my lovelies, Pride Baby. Yes, as a bisexual woman, I feel so passionate about pride and what it stands for, and no one should ever feel discriminated against or forced to change who they love or how they love. Love knows no bounds, and Love for Everybody video coming soon. So definitely check her out." So I said back to Borderline Queen, I said, "Wicked makeup," of course, because it really is some wicked makeup. Um, And what happened is I said, "Wicked makeup." I said, "People should never be told who they can love. Love is precious. Real love can never be bought, sold, or forced. It is a gift. People should be happy to see our most precious commodity. All love is precious." I'm going to speak on this in Lady Borgia Live. And that's what she said. She said, "This was beautifully said." This is Borderline Queen. Um, she said, "Beautifully said, babes. I agree with every word. To know there's people suffering because of who or how they love is indescribable and cruel. As people, we need to do better. Love is love, nothing more." And I said, "You know what? I'm not going to wait until Monday. I'm going to say it now. Be right back. Okay, Kathy." And it's true, because you know what? There's lots of people out there who want to be loved, and there's lots of people out there who get ugly because they don't have love or they don't feel self-love. And I would like everybody to feel loved and nobody to feel wrong for who they love, how they love. As long as somebody isn't hurting themselves or anybody else, then love is love. And hey, let's love each other. And as I say, I'm not trying to be a tree hugger going along, in a grass skirt doing this or that. I'm still the Lady Borgia, and I'm still very straight and a smart aleck and whatnot. But I had to bring this up because it is almost the end of June. I didn't do anything for Pride Month. I myself am not bisexual or gay, but I have a lot of friends that are, and I have a lot of friends that came to me and said, I have a lot of people that hold me in confidence, because if you tell me something, and the people who've been guests on here know this, I don't say anything that's private between me and another person. I don't believe in gossip. If I have something to say to you, I'll say it directly to you. I don't like it when people talk crap and do all that. And that's one thing that'll never be allowed on this channel. Open speech, yes. Saying your opinion, yes. But some other things, people talked about they've been bullied to do things on their channel and stuff like that. Say no, because guess what? Nobody can make you do anything. So no. And I've done that, and I don't have any problem with it. And I encourage everybody to do what they want to do on their channel. And I encourage everybody to give love, because it's something that, what we have, and it isn't always given enough. So if you didn't say you love somebody yet today, tell somebody you love them. Hey, Joker. Ha ha ha. Now people can gather around. Now people can gather around. I love his sense of humor. That is awesome, Joker. Did you see who we have coming today? That's right. Belittling each other is a big no-no. Angel Domingue, amen to that. So tell somebody in the chat that you don't know, hey, I love you, because you're a human being, and damn it, people should love each other. And you may not like someone, but that's one thing that I have seen recently, and I'm going to speak on it, because I always, whether it's happy, sad, whatnot, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I've seen people do some mean things because they don't like somebody. You know what? You don't always have to like somebody, but you don't have to go down and treat them like shit, because, oh, pardon me, because that's not right. And I think on that note, okay, wait, come on, phone. I think our guest might be here. That's how I roll, is here. Awesome. Okay. Okay, he is coming. Here we go. We don't have time for the phrase of the day. We don't have the other stories. I'm going to have to save them for Lady Borgia Live. All right, here he comes. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to be talking, and I'll explain who else he is. And you guys may want to ask him all kinds of questions. He's a very interesting guest, I may say the least. So, yeah, okay, let me say it. I love you, Angel Domingue. I love you all. I love you. That's how I roll. I love you, S2W Themes. I love you, Family Show. I love Howa. I love the Joker. I love Mama Styles. I love Michelle. I love you all. It is Pride Month, and whether or not it is whoever, give freaking love. And you know what? That's why they end up having to have Pride Month and have a month for this, because of people loving people that other people didn't think they should love when Jesus Christ. Sorry, you know what? I say what I'm going to say. Things fall out of my mouth, and I know it's not the adult edition, but it's love for Christ's sake. People search for it. So if somebody has it, let's applaud it for Christ's sake. That's what Pride Month is about, love. So I love S2W Themes too. Damn straight, I love me too. And you should love yourself. And if anybody says that you're weird for loving yourself, they don't know what they're talking about, because you can't give love if you don't love you. So that's what I had to say about it. Give people some love. It's Pride Month. It's love for all. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of others. And if you find love, for Christ's sake, celebrate it. That is rare. So there we go. Oh my God, Lady Borgia said yes. Oops. Well, Mama Styles, you should have seen it on the adult version. Which, guys, it was not bad. Yes, we had curse words and adult humor, but it never went disrespectful, anything else. I am so thrilled that everybody is asking to have another. Exactly, Michelle. Together, everyone achieves more equals team. That's right. And I love that. Together, everyone achieves more. See, I told you I learned something on everything. I'd never heard that acronym before. Together, everyone achieves more, team. There we go. So I said to Borderline Queen, you know, this is important to talk about. And I do have a platform where people do come and listen to me. So I'm going to say stuff when it's important. We talked about vaccines. We've talked about ridiculous stuff. We've laughed our asses off. We've played truth or dare. We've done all kinds of things. And all right, caught up with the chat. I had a phone call. Miss Kathy, I love you. Oops, my spell check is not loving me. That's right, baby. How we live it. We can love ourselves first. That's right. Enzo, don't worry about it. S2W Themes is also Enzo. Uh-oh, we're buffering. I love all of you because I love me too. That's right, Miss Kathy. That's what I was talking about. And this is what Pride is about. Loving, like I said, it's a gift. It is our most precious commodity, people. So you know what? I feel bad for people who can't be loving towards others and can't just say what they have to say. And that's why we have a great thing in here, and people are comfortable. That's why we can have an adult edition, and everybody loved it so much, because everybody was respectful and loving towards each other. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I have to refresh. Hold on a second. Let me go over here. I have a guest. Oh, and we do have the guest. Let's make sure. Hold on one second. Yep. Oh, we have a guest. All right. There's a 7-second delay. Let me pull my chat back up, and I will be announcing who the hell this is. Okay. Are you guys ready? I am going to announce to you S2W Themes, but Teddy loved the adult special. Yeah, Teddy left a little special on your chin, honey. That's how much Teddy loved the adult special. We'll be doing it again. And actually, I have somebody here who might participate in it because he's pretty damn good at it. All right, I present to you truly a real Hubble. This is the great nephew of the man the Hubble telescope was named after, Michael Hubble. Say hello, Michael.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. And the other thing is, I'm going to put this on present so everybody can see Mr. Michael Hubble. Oh my goodness, he looks absolutely smashing. He's showered up. Can anybody guess the other thing about Mr. Michael Hubble? Do you know? And literally, this is the man, the Hubble telescope. That was his great uncle. So We have the Borgias on here. We have the Hubbles on here. Any idea about the Hubbles and the Borgias? Have you made any connections yet, loves? Anybody? Because if you can guess it, you got something. Is anybody catching? I know we were talking about love in Pride Month. This has to do with love. This might be somebody I love. Mr. Hubble himself. Welcome, S2W Themes. Wow. Yeah. Does anybody know? Because this is somebody I love. Yes. In Miss Kathy, I love you, Michelle. This is okay. I'll give you guys a hint. This is also my brother, you guys. Hello. Meet the lady's brother. That's right. My brother is a Hubble. I'm not, but he is. So this is my little brother, Michael. And we're going to talk. Can I have the wrench? Can I be a moderator, please, Lady Borgia? Sure, Michelle. I love you. Of course, you can be a moderator, my love. So, welcome, 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 my little brother, who is also a Hubble. Yes, Angel, that is so awesome. So, if you have questions, Miss Hawkins, cute. Oh, you're already cute, Michael. Which, by the way, he cannot see the chat. And Michael, you're being presented. They can't even see me right now. They can just hear my voice. They're just staring at you right now in your handsome face.
Ain't much to look at there. I'm just kind of sitting in bed.
And he's in bed, guys. Angel says, wow, that is so awesome. Oh, she says, Michael is cute. Yes, my brother is very handsome, and he's definitely one with the ladies. So we're going to get talking because this is definitely a hoot. I told you I wasn't kidding. Definitely a Hubble. The lady will never bullshit you. And woo, Angel baby says he is so good looking. First, we have Michael is cute. He is so good looking. I know. I am well aware. And we're going to let him talk for a little bit. How are you today, Michael?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Just got home from work.
So tell him, what do you do for work?
I'm a mechanic.
He
for a car
is.
dealership.
Oh,
Real life.
Yes, Angel Domingue, who is he? Who's this good-looking fellow? The lady is torching you now. You're on the spotlight. No, honey, he can handle it. Trust me. He's my brother. You think he can't handle the spotlight? We will switch it back and forth. Oh, we got a bunch of hearts from Michelle. The lady Borgia's little brother. Nobody has ever seen any of my family. Nobody's seen any of it. I'll stop torturing my little brother because believe me, I've done some interesting things. Oh, he fixed it. She goes, Michael, you're popular. He has always been popular with the ladies. So we'll start talking. And if you guys have questions, you can ask. Most certainly, we need love, for Christ's sake. Indeed, yes. So Oreo kid, welcome. What is up? We're just about to get talking with my special guest that arrived, who is a Hubble, the man who the Hubble telescope was named. Who's this tall glass of water, Patsy? This is the grand nephew of the man who the Hubble telescope was named after, and my brother, Michael Hubble. And Angel, it depends on what type of cars he fixes. Why do you keep using what? I don't know. We're going to let him talk. All right, Michael. So he works as a car. What I got to back up because this is hysterical. So, Michael, what was it like growing up with me? I'm sure they want to know.
Oh, it was just lovely.
So, Michael, what was the rule? Does he like California? He's not in California, love. Do you like California, Michael?
Wouldn't know.
He's never been to California.
Furthest that direction I've headed was Las Vegas. I was out there for a week.
That's true. You know what? Because he also plays pool. He's in pool tournaments. This guy has a lot going on. So if you look at the lady and say the lady has a lot of things going on, my brother has just as many. So we're going to get to know him. Oreo kid, does your brother know that I'm the king of YouTube? LOL. Are you related to Einstein? Me or him? Nope. Go ahead, Michael. Are you related to Einstein?
Maybe if he was a smart aleck, I might be related to him.
This is true. We are smart Alex, both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Kathy.
About the whole math thing, English was never my strong subject.
Well, it's English is never his strong subject unless he's being a smart ass. I'm
Did
gonna
you
laugh.
catch what I said there?
Go ahead, say it again for them.
I said I don't know if I'd be related to Einstein because English was never my strong subject. Just got to keep up.
Yes, I know, I know. Now, did you guys see that? Miss Kathy, is he your younger or older brother? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is he my older or younger brother? SW themes, we are from the same tribe. Oh, I got to catch up on that. Oreo kid, I love that. Are you related to Einstein? Nope, the Borgias and the Hubbles. You guys didn't know that. So he actually is in the same area. He is not that far from me. I'm not going to tell you exactly where because he does not need stalkers. I do love him. Not that any of you guys would stalk my brother. So, Michael, what was one of the fun things that I taught you and the adult people who were on the adult show? What was the rule at the table when we were growing up about language?
This could get spicy.
Yeah, go for it. As long as we don't go over a certain thing. Oh, they're saying
I
you're younger.
mean,
Oh, and Angel says she would stalk you. Okay, go ahead. What was the rule?
as long as you aren't blatantly saying what you're saying, if you can beat around the bush a little bit in a really smart way or use very technical terms that people wouldn't quite recognize, you'll be all right.
Yes, at our dinner table, as long as you use the correct terms or were polite about it, our parents allowed us to speak on it. So we had a very fun time. Oreo kid, okay, I see that. So, what was your favorite thing to talk about at the dinner table, Michael?
Ugh.
Go for it, anything. This is fun.
Oh, I don't know. Less was usually more. Just sit back and not say much, and then just throw little bits in there.
So, for the people who were on the adult version, there was a scheduled game we played, and it was called Name the Body Part Without, well, describe a body part without using its name, and people had to guess the name. And I picked a very special body part. And Michael, what would that body part be? We're gonna go right into it.
Oh, the body part or one of your description of it.
Oh, the body part. I don't know if they're ready for that yet. I don't know. Maybe we should hold back on that one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. Hey, it's your call. You're running the show, so.
This is true. I am. And it is hysterical to be interviewing my own brother. Yes, you guys are right. He is my younger brother. And I did have a hand in teaching him some very interesting things. But I didn't pick on you, though.
No, no.
Yeah, we didn't pick on each other. There's another sibling, I think, that no, he was busy picking on our other brother.
Me? No.
Well, no, actually not you. You were busy defending yourself quite well.
I usually win.
This is quite true. This is true. And I have to warn you guys, he has a smartass. He's behaving himself very well right now. And believe me, he can get
Yeah.
rolling. Oh,
Yeah.
Michelle
Well,
says,
I just got back from work and being like a work in a shop. I mean, it gets pretty little. It's not for the faint of heart. When we start going back and forth, like we got to quiet down. It's like, shh, there's truck drivers. Got to keep it down.
yeah, exactly.
So
Oh,
I don't want to go too far too quick here.
yeah, that's one of the things that we had. We don't want to blow it off too fast. STW themes. He says no holds body parts now. Okay, STW themes was on the adult show and did play the body parts game, and he actually correctly named the body part I'm talking about. We will get to that later. It's actually not a dirty word by any means. It's just very funny. I don't want to frighten any of you though, and it's actually
I mean,
not even.
I guess at times, depending on your perspective on it, could be dirty, or maybe your hygiene, or what you had for lunch. It
Oh,
could go a lot of directions.
this is true. Lunch could affect it. It could be.
Sometimes a vacation, You
A
know, depending on where
vacation,
you go, what you
a
drink.
bad taco, tequila. I know for those S2W themes and Angel know what it is.
It's
And
like just things blowing off of my head right now that I know I can't say.
I know they're blowing off of my head right now too. And something else just did. All right, I'm going to shift it a little bit because my brother and I are known for playing pranks. And we actually play a prank on my mother every Christmas. And every Christmas, he comes over on Christmas Eve. Beans! Oh, Miss Kathy knows. She says beans. All right, we'll tell it. We'll tell it because it's only funny to the. Maybe we should. Kathy, should we tell it? Everybody who was at the adult thing or who was in the audience knows what we're talking about. Miss Kathy's shouting out beans, so she knows exactly what we're saying. And it's really funny. I just don't want to offend anybody too fast. Anyway, so you guys can answer. Miss Kathy, what do you think? Should I go ahead and tell them what it is? She says yes, tell. Okay, we're gonna tell.
All
All right,
right.
so
Am I still on the camera here? Because I got to grab something from across the room. Am I
I
on or are you on? I can't tell. I don't know how
here.
this.
No, it's okay. I've shifted it to me. Go ahead. You can grab
All right,
something.
cool.
Okay, so guys, I will tell it, and can you still, Michael? You can still hear, right?
Oh yeah. I got my headphones on, so
Okay,
still good
cool.
there.
So I will explain what this is. We played a game called Describe the Body Part Without Using Its Name. And this has to do with a very funny thing that I taught my brother when he was growing up. This has to do with the family dinner table. Oh, thank you, Michelle. You just followed me on Instagram. Awesome. I will follow you when I'm off the air. So, and we're going to get into cars, playing pool. Get your questions ready because, guys, he really is. He's really, really smart. So we played a game.
Only been wrong twice since the 3rd grade.
This is true. Only been wrong twice from 3rd grade. He is. He's very rational, reasonable. I'm trying to think when we've ever. I don't think I've ever gotten into a fight with my brother. Have we ever gotten into a fight, Michael?
Not a fight, but more so supporting arguments and who wins.
Yeah, we don't fight. We will debate each other, but I don't think we have ever had a fight in our lives. Like we will debate each other, but we don't fight ever. The Lady Borgia, Michael.
Yeah, I mean that's fun. I mean there has been times where I've won a debate with you when I don't even agree with my opinion. I just know I have more facts to bring to the table.
see, he's just like I am. He will admit when he bullshits, and that is the very
After the fact.
Yeah, of course, after the fact. You can't freaking do it when you're doing it, because then how's that going to win? After the fact, it's only fair to admit when you've bullshitted. Like, and that, well, then it's not even funny if you don't say it afterwards. So that's always been like an unspoken rule. So yeah, Leanna says, "Hey, Lady Borgia and Michael." So yeah, we've never had a fight. I don't think we ever would. We debate the shit out of each other sometimes. We also can telepathically mess with somebody in a room and play jokes on them without saying anything. So you guys are lucky because we're not going to do anything to you, but I'll tell the story. So we played this game, and this had to do, it's now a running joke in our family, and I brought it into the game. So the game was oh, Michael is my son's name and one of my 4 brothers' name. Your Michael actually resembles my oldest son, however. Awesome,
Taking
Miss
over
Kathy.
the world one mic at a time. That's what I always tell people.
That's right. Taking over the world one mic at a time. I love it. So when I was talking about love, it made sense. And actually, Borderline Queen did make that, did say that. But obviously, I told you, yes, this is something I love very much. Obviously, it's my brother. So one of the best men in the entire world, may I add.
Allegedly.
Bullshit. Sorry, I swore. Hey, people, that's one thing on lives lately. People have given away like non-adult ratings saying some like pretty freaky stuff. So I guess saying that I'm not gonna, get in too much trouble. Knock on wood.
Well, let's just move on past it. Keep the train rolling. Trying to situate something here so I don't have to hold my phone the whole time here.
Yeah, no, that sucks. That I That's why I have a setup, because I even have the thing to, when I do it from my phone, to hold it, and I have a rig. I have all kinds of cool tech stuff I'll show you later
Oh,
that
you
these
know
guys
what?
don't
I
know about.
completely forgot with my phone case. I got like this little
Yeah, you got
kickstand
the
jobby.
kickstand. Yeah, I've got one of those too. Hey, Wrestler Mania. I got your email. You got my email back. He's going to be part of the disability discussion. That's going to be on one of the special edition news stories. We're going to get that rolling soon. I want to get that up. So is Michelle. But we're going to talk about my Michael now. As I said, one of the very best men in the world, I think, tying with my father and my uncle and my grandfather. So, and being that my uncle is the only one living other than my brother, so it's my uncle and my brother and my dad's best friend. Three best men in the world. Although I do love all of you, and Enzo is a wonder, and Wrestler Mania, and all of you. So, but sorry, this is my brother. So I will finally tell it, since I had you guys hanging for a little bit, and you don't want to hang on this. I trust you. The game was name the body part without using its name. Describe it. And yes, I will admit I made this up. As scientists and medicine, we have a sick sense of humor sometimes, as also mechanics and truck drivers do. So, and my brother is not just a mechanic, by the way. He's educated in very many areas, although mechanics have to be really smart to know all the stuff he knows. Anyway, so I said, let's see if you guys can guess it. Oh, Wrestler Mania says, nice to meet you, Michael. Wrestler Mania is an awesome guy. So this is
How's
not
it going?
dirty. This is not dirty, but the description was, it is round, it has folds. Does anybody else know? It is round and it has folds. Everybody has one. What could that be? It is
You
round.
clean it more often than you shower, or most people do.
This is true. You clean this body part more often than you shower, or at least most people do. We hope you do. So does anybody have an idea what that body part is? Because if you don't, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Oh, it's also used as an adjective.
Mrs. Hopkins says not balls.
It can also be used as an adjective.
This is true. And no, Mrs. Hopkins, you're right. Not eyeballs, not palm. And Michael's right. It can also be used as an adjective.
Or also a pronoun. You could use it as a pronoun.
Oh, that's right. It can be used as a pronoun. S2W Themes is peaking. S2W Themes knows what it is. Mrs. Kathy, I know I am not typing it, so I'm not typing it. So
all right, I think I'm all situated here now.
Okay, so I put you back on. So when you talk, it Hangouts switches back and forth by itself unless I hit present. I may be changing to Zoom. We'll see. That's a whole nother story these guys have been following, and I'm not going to tell you right now. So are you guys ready? I'm going to explain what is round, what has folds, and everything else. It is, and this is not a dirty word, the anus. Yes. Oh my God, I'm thinking bad. Family show 4. That's okay. Thinking bad is fun. Like I said, it's not over the line. It's nothing wrong. We talk about this part all the time in science, the anus. Okay, and you're going, what the heck? How does the anus have folds, Lady Borgia? It does. And this is what I taught my little brother at the table when we were kids. And this has been a running joke in our family ever since. You may not know this, but the lady was in medicine. Oh, we've got poop emojis coming out. What is that, S2W Themes? We have a very sad face and poop. Are you constipated, love? Or is it the other way? So, Michael, what are those folds called?
Perianal folds.
That is right. The family show got it, but whole. That is correct. It is the anus. And if you didn't hear it, Michael, why don't you say again? It is
perianal fold.
That's right. Oh, S2W Themes has clouds puffing out. Yes,
sorry,
those.
Just blame the dog.
Blame the
dog. Actually, so I do have a T-shirt that says that. It's like a mushroom cloud coming out of the back of like a cartoon dog, and underneath it's just blame the dog.
Oh, blame the dog. I
I
love
got a
it.
bunch of weird stuff like that because I just have the audacity to wear stuff like that in public.
Well,
Like I bought, a couple
go
of
ahead.
them, and then over the years, people are like, "Oh, you're wearing this shirt, I'm buying it." Like, okay, I got probably 100 T-shirts that people have bought for me because they don't want to wear it, but they know I don't have any. Not worried about it.
That is Michelle. It says I'll be back on later on Friday. I don't know if I'll be on Friday, sweetie, but if you have to go now, that's cool. Thank you so much. Let's see, Miss Kathy. If you're not anus European, wait. If you're not anus European, am I saying that wrong? If you're not anus European, oh, if you're not, oh, duh. Miss Kathy is a retired preschool teacher, and she is a wonderful guest on the adult show because she has a wonderfully funny, dirty mind, but not gross. Um, so
It sounds
Perry,
like one of those things where it's like what's the game where it's like 3 words, and then with the faster you say them, they sound like something else.
oh yeah, what is that game? You say it and you say it really. Oh God, what is that game called? Well, anybody remembers what that game calls? Mrs. Hopkins says, "Dang, if my bestie was here, she would have had it." Oh, who's your bestie, Mrs. Hopkins? I still love that Mrs. Hopkins said balls. Yeah, well, she when we said that it's something that you clean more often than you shower, and she's yeah, it's definitely well. I would hope people do clean their testicles often. That would be something that I'm not going to go there because it's not the adult edition, but all kinds of things just ran through my head. And if you've seen the adult edition, you know my sense of humor can go there. So perianal folds, guys, that's what butthole wrinkles are. And it's not an adult topic, it's a scientific topic. That's really what they're called, perianal folds. So this is something that I taught my little brother, Mrs. Hopkins, but we don't all have them. That's true. We don't all have testicles. Although I've been told I have titanium ones, but they're figurative, not literal. I'm assuming my brother does have them, but being that he's my brother, I've never asked him. Michael, do you have testicles?
Yeah, we'll just have to take my word on that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's my brother. We don't go in that area.
I mean, typically the answer I'll give somebody is if they say I don't believe you, it's well, I probably can't go there neither.
Yeah, Mrs.
Something along
Hopkins.
the lines of you'll buy it when it's on your forehead, but that's a different story.
I love this show. I could do this show every week because when we really get rolling, oh, I love Ms. Hopkins. She says, yes, cojones. That's right. You got to have some cojones. As I've been told, I have titanium cojones, huevos.
Actually, funny
Go for it.
story about that. One of my buddies, Matt, that you've met, he
Yes.
he was talking to his sister one day, and they were just all hanging out and whatever. And somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I got big balls." And she looked at him square in the face. She's like, "You kidding me? My ovaries are bigger than both your balls combined." She's like, "Each one a piece." She's like, "Where are you at?"
Oh, wow. That is a good one. Oh, and let's see. We are
And Betty
going
White
to.
also has a very good description. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was Betty White that in like an award show or something, she was going on about where when somebody says it takes some balls to do something. Well, she referred that back to the other gender and said, well, why pick balls? You hit them once and they're down for the count. Flip it to the other gender. That's something that takes a beating and comes back. That was from Betty White. Good old Betty White.
Betty White is so hysterical. I love her
Was that too
because
far? I was trying to be a little gentler on
you
that.
you you told it very well that it was the clean version of it. That was good. Yeah, Betty White. Um, um, I'm just sorry. I can hear Betty White, and Betty White can go there, and we're behaving.
Oh yeah, how can you
Uh,
be mad at that? How
exactly.
can
Oh,
you be
Mrs.
mad at that?
You can't. It's Betty
Like you ever
White.
seen an old person steal something from a store? They can just walk in, grab something, walk out with their little walker, or just like out on their little motor scooter. Like, oh, I gotta pay for this. Like half the time they're like, You know
Nobody's
what?
gonna say
Whatever.
anything. Who's gonna say something to like the old lady or the old man with the walker? Like, hey, you can't take that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's actually I've met people who are over a certain age that are like, oh, the chat is rolling AC/DC songs about big ones, SGW themes. I love her sense of humor. I'm not sure who he's talking about. Yeah, Betty White is the golden girl. Yes, everybody's loving Betty White. Yeah, exactly. I told you, my brother's got good stories.
I'd like to hear
Um,
her commentary on like every ZZ Top song ever because they are all their songs are about one thing, and I would
this
really like to hear like uh Betty White's commentary on certain, just like weird stuff like that, like where they get like retired cops to like smoke weed for the first time, or like a daughter and like their grandmother to smoke pot together for the first time together. Those videos are hilarious.
Yeah, they're absolutely hysterical. We had somebody roll through here that was trying to be disgusting, and we've checked him out. Unfortunately, he didn't have much to do on his own. Sorry, dude, you're
Yeah,
gone.
well, I mean, if he's that bored, he's probably been doing some things on his own. He's probably chafing, so he's got to go or something.
Seriously, he's definitely was chafing. It's hysterical. Oh, poor guy. There we go.
All right, so what other questions we got? Let's keep this rolling into more interesting things.
Hold on one second. I just want to hit that, and there we go. Um, okay, I just had to click something. Yes, trolls. And we do when there is a troll. Oh, yes, when there is a troll, my moderators took very good care of it. And we are not afraid of trolls here. We say bye bye, see you later. And as my brother said, sorry, honey, you're probably chafing now. So you better go take care of that because you've been up to something that we're not doing in here. And oh
A
boy,
lonely
yep.
situation.
Yeah, the lonely situation has come back again on a different channel, which I think is absolutely hysterical. There we go. Bye.
I mean,
And
I mean, there's more jokes to go off of that. That I don't know if they're too colorful or not, though. I don't know.
we'll
I mean,
be
there's nothing abruptly vulgar, though. I don't know.
now. No, we're good in here. They have. Oh, let's see. Can you make the family show of 4 a mod? Absolutely, I can. And the family show is a wonderful guest in here. One second. Let me get their little buttons up. And there we go. We have another mod in here. And you know what? I always thank you. I always ask people permission before I make the moderators because it's actually extra work. So I know people talk about don't ask to be a moderator and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, I ask permission because I'm actually asking you to do more. So I think it's kind of backwards when people say that. So I am very happy to give people, this is absolutely hysterical. So somebody is having fun trying to spam the chat, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Michael, are you afraid of trolls?
No, no.
No, neither am I. They're having fun.
As a general rule in life, I kind of fly above haters. I don't know, I don't waste my time with that. But if I do, I am going to have a lot of fun. But you
Yeah,
can't really sink yourself down to their level because who said that? Mark Twain. He said you can never argue with stupid people because they will bring you down to their level and beat you with experience.
this is absolutely true, and I definitely don't want their experience. Oh, yes. Angel says she finds it interesting we're getting trolls and we rarely have them. Yep. Oh, Mama Styles would like to be a mod. She will twerk at the trolls. All right, baby. Thank you. Add moderator.
I mean, yeah, that works, I guess.
I've got so loyal following in here and so true. S2W themes.
Well, the
Patsy
really silly
Houlihan.
ones that aren't too bright, I found like the people that just want to follow you around that aren't that bright, I just give them like a piece of gum and I tell them to chew on it, and I just walk away because they're stuck because they can't chew gum and walk. So I just be on my happy way, and they're there. They're just stuck like stone. I don't know. I
I
don't know
love
why
that.
that happens. But
Yeah, it's that motor function, and two motor functions at once is just way too damn much for them. And I think that's probably about the level we're dealing in here. Hey, Hawa is back. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hawa is all the way across the world. You're in Turkey, right, sweetheart? Michael, Hawa is awesome, and she's a girl,
Hawa?
and yeah, Hawa, Hauwa, Hawa Sami. She also does makeup, but she is freaking hysterical. One time I'll show you her. She's got a really good sense of humor. And we've been watching each other's stuff. And she's finally come over to the show and today. And Hawa, this is not only, this is Michael Hubble. His great great uncle was the Hubble telescope, the person the Hubble telescope was named after. And that is his great great uncle. He is also my brother. So, oh, Mama Styles, she is ready to play. You don't want to mess with Mama Styles. She is ready to, she says, oh, yeah, it's time to get my twerk on. And she is laughing. Oh, Patsy, they're bored and have no content of their own. Pretty, yeah, that's what my brother was just talking about. The type of people who can't walk and chew gum. Although, we always take trolls head on in here because, as he said, obviously they've been nothing and they're to the point of chafing, so they've got to do something else. Patsy Houlihan, get out your wooden stick.
they're probably
Oh,
doing talk to type. They're probably doing talk to type. Maybe they're multitasking.
if they're capable of multitasking, they probably are doing top to type because I don't think they can spell that well. Oh, Howard, that's so cool. You're sweet, honey. You are sweet. I love you. And Howard, everybody who does know me in here, who's a regular, and my brother will tell you, I won't say I love something unless I really do. Will I, Michael?
No, no.
No. I mean, I like to BS for funny, but like, I will not advertise someone. I won't tell you to go check them out. I won't do anything unless I think they're really cool. And if I say you're really cool, it's because I really, really think you're cool. Otherwise, I just won't talk about you. And you're not on my radar. I think that's pretty much, Michael. That's how you are too.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, everybody gets a little finicky sometimes where you just have to stop, take a moment, put somebody in their place, and then keep the train rolling. It's like, hey, tie your shoes. You just keep moving, for example. I don't know. I mean, I
No,
don't really like waste my time with people, but
no, neither do I.
it,
Although,
if
go
if
ahead.
some people like really try to go out of their way, like if somebody's gonna like come bust my chops or something and like actually try to hurt my feelings, I will sit there and I will go out of my way to express to them that they should probably rethink their life, sit down in the corner, think about what they said, and bring it to the table stronger next time, and even give them some recommendations because most of the time they're not doing good enough to really address. It's like, oh, well, your face is dirty. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Like,
nice. Right on. Yeah, I
sit in the
totally,
corner, think about what you just said. Come back tomorrow with something better. I'll be here
exactly.
all day.
Exact. Oh, Miss Kathy, I love it. She's got the three monkeys. She's like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Right on. Okay, Emma, definitely get a snack. That is so cool. Mama says, she says, how I saw a video that is calling me. See, this is why this is awesome. Like I said, everybody is always welcome. I welcome you to come in here and meet each other because I meet cool people all over YouTube, but in real life too. So, I bring
Oh,
people in, and I absolutely love how I'll be showing her to my. She made some funny videos and stuff like that, and yeah, she's getting the spotlight other than my brother, because she's so cool that she's actually coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it's what, almost 3 o'clock in the morning now, her time, and she is up on my show. So applause to her. That's freaking awesome. Thank you. I am honored. She says, nice to meet you, Michael. She's a really cool girl. I'll show you her videos. Mama Styles says most of her trolls are perverts who like to say nasty things whenever I'm doing makeup live. I don't usually get trolls. They don't They don't usually have the balls to try, and then they don't last long because my brother and I are like that. That if you really want to play with us, you better bring it to the table, or it's really,
Yeah,
you know,
well, I'd
it's
also imagine like it's just one of those things too, and like it, like you'd have to wait, pick something stupid out of whatever's going on, or at some point in like a video, speak on it in whatever silly way you want to say it, and then expect to be responded. You know, if you're just like cashing up and then you say so, oh well, let me pick at this thing, dude. Like we're past that. Just see ya. Can't help you. Talking about something from like 2 weeks ago. I'm not wasting my time with you.
yeah, that train left this morning. Sorry I missed it.
Yeah.
Catch another bus, sweetie. So why don't we go for a minute and because we're bored with the trolls now. That was fun to play with for a little bit, but meh, meh. Um
Yeah.
so
Are we
anyway,
both? How's the video set up? Is it both of us on here?
what it does is it
Is
flips.
everybody still seeing me, or is it like you, or is it split screen? I can't tell.
It goes back and forth. On Google Hangouts, what it does is Hangouts can automatically go back and forth according to who's speaking. So when I stop speaking and you're speaking, it flips to you and it goes back and forth. Zoom, there's a way to present it. And also
Be
Skype,
honest.
yeah, you can actually be on the screen at the same time. And there was a whole thing with Zoom that I'll tell you about later. My audience knows the whole report on Zoom. It was like a 2-week thing that I went into, and I'll tell you when we talk later in the week. Um, I told you a
That's
little
fine.
bit
I was
about the
just wondering
bullshit.
in case I got to scratch my nose or something.
Oh, if you need to scratch your nose, normally you can shut, if you're on a computer, you can usually shut off your mic or shut something, but just tell me and I'll flip it over.
No,
I have
not that I
every
care anyway.
no, neither do I. I scratch my nose all the time. I cough. We're freaking human beings. We do that. The only thing that I do is, my tonsils are so screwed up. When I hit my chloroseptic, I put cocoa in front of the screen so I don't have my mouth hanging like wide open for like spraying. In fact, I'm going to do it now. In fact, I'm going to flip it to you. I can do that. And then we're going to get
All
talking some
right.
more.
So, well, before you pop that on there, why don't you like who's got a question that I can ramble on and talk about
Okay.
some shenanigans while you handle that?
Oh, right. Let's
Who's
see
got
the
what?
family show. I need to work past oh, wait. I need to work on my poker face. The perverse caught that I was pissed. Oh, God. I was laughing. Anybody who's got the family show knows the four knows we don't play. That's right. We don't. So I'm going to just throw it. Anybody who's got a question for my brother, cars, pool. Why don't you tell about, well, we got a bunch of things that we could ask you. How did you get into automotives? And about your racing, all that. Why don't you tell about some of that?
I say that one more time. Sorry, kind of glitched
You do
out for a second.
so that's this is so funny. I tell them about that all the time that I'm like, I always listen. And if I don't listen, I'll be honest and tell you that I zoned out. And it's so funny because I say that all the time and you just did it. So they're used to that. Um, I've got like 8 million different questions for you off the top of my head. How did you get into working on cars? How did you get into the pool league? He also you're racing. You can tell them about that. You pick a subject, any one of those, like the racing. He also does. Tell about the racing you do.
Oh, what, the mud trucks?
Yeah.
Well, that's just more like a good time thing. Like, yeah, it turns out that a lot of people like to come and watch, so then it turned into a very healthy event a couple of times. So pretty much we started out, we just go to a couple of mud bogs here and there, gallivant after, we'd go do build up a couple trucks, and then somebody rented a motocross track that we molested with all kinds of obstacles and huge rock gardens and concrete pipes and all kinds of massive things, just lots of obstacles. And we
Cool.
decided that we were going to make an event out of it. Hang on, let me just try to grab my nice hearty mug here. So I got my ginger ale. It's
Ginger ale is always
actually
good.
not zoomed out. This thing's actually the size of my head, so that's why I was trying to
Holy
be a
crap.
little
That
careful
is,
picking it up.
yeah, if you drop that, that's going to make
Oh,
a freaking mess.
it's hearty. I have dropped this thing on accident and broke the floor. Um, Yeah.
You know what? I
They don't
almost
make
did that.
hardwood floors, too good like 100 years ago. This whatever kind of glass this thing is just intense. I think it weighs like 2 pounds.
I
Um,
almost did that with some of my glasses, and when I had that townhouse, and I dropped those.
yeah,
Remember, Mom had those Picardi tumblers, those glasses we always had in the kitchen.
yeah.
I had the same ones at my house.
I'll
Those
tell you what
things,
though, this
those
thing
were
is thicker than
rugged.
a. This thing is absolutely like I think I could break a Jägermeister bottle with this, and those bottles are incredibly strong. I have seen those
Wow.
do some live through some pretty silly things. But anyway, so like we'd run a motocross track, build it all up, put all these obstacles in there, and because we just thought it was a fun time, we're like, oh okay, so it's someone's like, yeah, yeah. But it was an expensive thing. So all right, well we get this much of a turnout out of the mud bogs and stuff, but nobody's doing what we're doing. So we had enough of people all over the place, all over the state, at surrounding states, where it's like, hey, this is what we're doing. Bring your truck, beat on it, break it, roll it, do whatever you want to do. Bring your kids, just hang out and watch and whatever. And it ended up turning into a pretty crazy event. The first one, my friends and I showed up with a tractor trailer with a lowboy and 2 or 3 trucks on that. We brought a flatbed with 2 trucks on that, and then like 2 other trucks with trailers, just towing regular trucks. And we came in there as a strong fleet, and it was a good turnout. And then the next year it got bigger, and then the next year it got bigger, and then the next year it got bigger. And actually, it ended up to the point where it was almost catching up with the motocross track when we'd shut it down. Because
Wow.
when we do this, they got to shut down the motocross track, and like the motocross track was making, I think on like the rates they were getting in like the summertime, I think they were making like $2,000 a day or something like that off the motocross track. But to do all the work that we did to it and put it back to do all that, like you're now talking shutting the track down for a couple days. So
Right.
the place where we had it was like, hey, we really like what you're doing, but we can't have this no more. So that's what kind of wrapped up out of that, and it's just hard finding a place. But I'm sure it'll happen again. And then there's the mud bogs. I actually got a trophy from the one
Yeah, he
mud
did.
bog where
It's
I built.
huge.
No, not the mud bog one. That one's eh,
You actually
looks like
got some.
it's 2.5 feet.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually have them all sitting there. Let me see if I can
Yeah, show them,
turn my
and
camera
then
around.
you've got some questions. Gregory Salvatore just came in. He's a huge car guy. He goes to car shows. He films them. He's like, "Oh, I'm right in time for the car talk." Angel's got a question for you. Miss Kathy said she's like, "I imagine asking one of my brothers a Google Hangout live, and hearing them say not a chance." She says in caps, "Good for you, Michael, for supporting your
Which
sister."
one is it?
Um, Angel
This
and
one?
Lady.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah,
All right, here's a
Gregory, we've
couple
got car talk
trophies.
coming.
All right, so here's a couple trophies. This one's from the
Wow.
Mud Bog. That's from a pool tournament. That one's from a pool tournament. That one's from a pool tournament. This one's from Atlantic City. This is the runner-up, the first losers. That's for the. That is. So hold on. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can move this one out. I'll put it over by my bed here. It's a little. That is the second place trophy that I got this year, and then a couple years ago. Now here is my hand. It's maybe you know just over a foot and a half tall. Now this
Yeah,
one.
that's like they're
This
big.
is the first place trophy,
Oh, that's
and
awesome. Miss Kathy
there's
says her
there's my
oldest
hand.
plays
This thing
billiards.
is I mean I
Oh, yeah,
this
that's
thing
the big
comes up
one.
to
Holy cow,
this
look at the
comes up
size of that.
to yeah, it comes up to my nipple, and depending on
You're like
which bar I'm coming out of.
6'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really tall.
Not 6'3".
You're at
Nah,
least
not
six.
6'3".
You're
Hang on, let me set my
6'2".
phone down so I can put this back behind the TV.
Okay, go ahead. Put it
Yeah, I
down.
kind of just keep it behind my TV because it keeps it from getting beat up. Gotta set it on some stuff.
Yeah, Howie says that is a huge trophy. Yeah, he's got a lot. Michael is very, very talented. Like you said in the thing, I wasn't kidding. He is a Hubble. I am not related
Well, I was
to.
actually just down in Atlantic City this past weekend
Awesome. Hey, Allie's Metal
for a
Moments.
pool
Thank you
tournament.
for coming. Awesome. Yeah, Michael was just down for a pool tournament. I'm going to switch into the thing. Let's see. They have a couple questions for you. Wow, we've got a whole bunch of things rolling. They said you're talking cars, but now my car talks. And they're saying that's a huge trophy. Greggy Salvatore, that's right, Hot Wheels. Yeah, he's definitely got a huge trophy collection. He was just in. Oh, Miss Hopkins said you look so much like an actor named Scott Grimes. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Huh.
So one of the things, yeah,
If I ever go to California, I'll have to pretend to be him.
Definitely. You know, I had a friend who looked like, gosh, I forget. I'm blanking on the name, of course, because I'm live. I call it live brain stalls. But he actually looked a lot like, anyway, it doesn't matter. He looked a lot like a famous actor, and we were in Atlantic City. Speaking of it, my brother was just there this weekend in a pool tournament, and I was keeping up on Snapchat because he was taking pictures, and also his wonderful girlfriend Sabrina, who I love. Sorry, ladies, he is taken, but you can drool over him. That's cool. I allow that. I'll pimp him out for drooling, but he is a taken man, and I love
for drilling. There we go.
For drooling.
That works better.
For drilling. There's a different topic.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you said drilling or drooling, but I just had to ask.
I'm pimping my brother out for drilling. No.
I think you nailed your camera. I think you nailed your camera by accident when you were laughing.
I did. Hold on, let me check it now. I did. I just nailed the camera.
Yeah, you're good there.
Okay, I'm good. I just flipped it back. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
that was just
in
too
Atlantic
good.
City, I had that was a good time. Yeah, I had two teams down there. One lost in the semifinals, which was all right. It wasn't too bad. I was shooting pretty good, and the team that we ended up losing to was the one who won the finals, and that team was friends of ours, so it works out. And then
That's
the
cool,
other
then.
team that I had that was down in the finals, I opened up. So we play 5 people. It's 5 matches throughout the whole thing. I opened up with a shutout. I shut the guy out, and then they came back strong, and it came down to the last rack out of the whole thing, and whoever won that won the won. So it came down to the wire. Everybody played a good, strong game. I'm gonna switch my phone back this way.
Yeah, go ahead.
A little easier for me.
Yeah, be comfortable.
But
definitely. Hold on one second. Let me flip. They want to ask you about get yourself comfortable, and then we've got a bunch of questions. Yeah, whichever way you're comfortable is fine, as long as they can see you. Angel wanted to ask.
This thing really is the size of my head. Oh my god, I've never looked at it in a picture like this.
It really is the size of your head, because I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, that is the biggest mug ever. And those are that's definitely.
I always wondered why I went through so much ginger ale, and I was like, oh, I guess this answers the
it's gonna be
question.
like a liter in there. I bet you. What are you willing to bet that can fit at least a liter? I just lost sound on you. Oh, there you go.
No.
Oh, no. Miss Kathy says she prefers a frozen.
I'd say it's just under a liter. I'd say it's just under a liter because I get, just ginger ale. I get probably three cups out of it. Just about 3 cups out of the 2 liter.
Yeah. Miss Kathy says Enzo. Yeah, she's in the freezer ready and waiting. I do that too, Miss Kathy.
Yeah, if I put like an octane booster in there, depending on how high of how spicy I want it to get, it might get down to like 5 cups of ginger ale I get out of there.
Nice.
Out.
I love Gregory. Live brain stalls. Yeah, it happens, Gregory. Live brain stalls. So we're gonna pop back. Mama Stell, she says she's still figuring it out. I love Mama always comes on here and who used to be, I love this name. I think it's sick. The Tigress Cleopatra, which I shortened it. I realized when I was live the other day to Tigress Cleo. Like I just like made up my own nickname for her, which I randomly do. Actually, I don't think I never called you any, I don't think I ever made a nickname for you, did I? It's always Michael. I don't call him Mike. A lot of his friends call him Mike. It's always been Michael. Have I ever called you anything
Tigress
else?
Cleopatra. I mean, actually, Tigress Cleopatra kind of fits because the Egyptians were really big on cats, but they didn't really have too much on tigers, so she's bringing it back into her own way, which is cool.
Yeah, that was
Unique.
Mama's style until her name, and it's still her URL. It's because I have a vanity URL to, well, you've seen it. YouTube /C/ the Lady Borgia. She's been on longer, so that's the older usernames where it's /user /. So her old name was the Tigress Cleopatra, and we just did. I was telling you, Mama Styles is the one I was talking to you about last night about the collab that I was doing and had to get up and whatnot. This is the guest that I was talking to that everybody I kept saying I can't talk. I'm talking to someone. This is the person I was talking to. So Miss Kathy says, I rarely see someone drinking beer from a mug at home. I prefer to drink from a mug too.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
he's
not drinking
actually,
beer.
yeah, he doesn't have beer in there, although he does. I mean, he is a beer drinker. I think I still have some of his beer in my
Yeah.
fridge. So
Actually, did I? I got
what?
a little sidebar on that, but we can get back to that. So keep going.
Okay.
Oh,
Angel
all right.
wanted. Oh, what? Go ahead.
It's all, no, go ahead.
Okay.
What was her question?
Angel wanted to know. Oh, how is Sammy? Everybody was talking about what Miss Kathy says looks like a big glass of beer or apple juice. Yeah, it's ginger ale with some
Ginger ale.
octane. It's
It's
ginger ale.
it's the size of my head.
Yeah, the size he's drinking ginger ale the size of his head. And Howard says they were all talking about what a wonderful brother you are, because basically they said theirs wouldn't come on. Howard says my brother would just play me in the background while playing his PS4. I don't remember you ever playing video games a lot.
No, I play one game on my phone. I did
Yeah,
what the worst game I ever had on my cell phone, which I will never download again, is Monopoly. Because if you ever sit down, like let's say you go to the bathroom, you sit down for a minute, and you start playing Monopoly on your phone, by the time you get up, you've been in there for like an hour and a half. You can't feel your legs. You're just like, oh my God, why was I here? Why is the sun down? What happened? I will never have Monopoly on another phone again. Um,
oh,
so actually, no, I
okay,
have
I'm
two
never
games on my
downloading
phone.
that.
I play I have one game I actually play, and then I have like checkers for when like I'm just sitting there at a like a
That's a
bar
good
or something,
idea.
or
I never thought of
if
downloading
I'm hanging
checkers,
out
but
with
checkers is like a good quick one to just like, because it's you can do
yeah,
that one
yeah,
quickly.
yeah, well, yeah, that
Yeah, we
if
played
you're
games
yeah,
in
like
our
I don't
house.
really
We
play
played board
checkers like
games.
against like the computer. I don't really play checkers against like a computer. Like I'd play it if I'm at a picnic and like somebody's nephew or somebody's kids running around. It's like, oh, all right, I'll entertain you. Here, we'll play checkers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see,
As
this
long as
is
they don't run off my phone, I'm usually doing all right,
yeah,
and it keeps them
exactly.
happy for 20 minutes or so. So, hey,
Yeah, he's good. He's very good with kids. He does not have children yet, but he's very good with kids. But yeah, we didn't
knock on wood.
play. Yeah, knock on wood. Um, I would like to be an auntie, but we're gonna wait for a little bit on that. When it's time, it's time. It's not time yet for me to be an auntie. Like I said, I love his
Indeed.
girlfriend, but I adore her. But it is good where everything is right now. Um, so Angel was saying, she said her question is with all the type of cars he's worked on, what is one car you would say not to buy and stay away from?
Hmm. Now, are we talking a used vehicle or a brand new vehicle? Two
I
different
don't.
things.
Why don't you give both of them, because they have what they have is a 7-second delay. Like when we talk, they hear what we say 7 or 8 seconds
I got
later.
you.
It's standard
All
broadcasting,
right.
and then they had to type it in also. So sometimes it takes a little bit to get it.
All right.
So
Well, I'd say number one thing to never buy unless you're going to use it as a working truck is a plow truck. Don't ever buy a plow truck unless you're going to plow with it. And if something breaks on it, you better hope it comes apart because they are complete rust buckets. Car wise,
yeah, something like that. Maybe like Angel
older
might buy.
cars are kind of hard to say, like something you use because you could have the best thing in the world, but if it was neglected and abused and just it's no good. New
Like let's say
cars,
Angel.
I'm a Chrysler mechanic, so I work on Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Jeep, and Fiat.
So it's
I
like Mopar
personally
plus.
yeah.
Is that wait? Is Fiat
I
also Mopar?
personally despise Fiats. I hate them with a burning passion.
Really? Why? I mean, I don't like Fiats at all, but why do you hate Fiats?
Well, like a couple of reasons. Like one, even like their sporty version, their A-Bar does not have any power. I mean, I had a brand new one that the dealership owned, and I
Oh, Miss Kathy, bye.
gave
Thank you
it
so much.
everything it had, and it's like a go-kart. I mean, they're fun for like ripping around in a parking lot, but they're not at the same time. Like I spun the car around and then like dropped it in the second or third, whatever I was at, and just laid in it, and the car just almost stalled. There's no power to break the tires loose and pull out.
Are Fiats?
You know, it
Are they
really all
rear?
depends
Are
on
they
like
rear-wheel drive?
no, those little turds are front wheel drive. Um,
Oh,
and they're so useless. Like I hate them with a burning passion. Like I am sure with two or three of my buddies, we could pick one of those cars up and put it on its side. Like we could roll the car over. There's no doubt in my mind. Actually, I have two guys, which I think they could roll the car over by themselves if they wanted to.
wow.
But these are some very, very large guys.
Angel says she loves her Jeep. It's her favorite older Cherokee. You're talking to a, well, go ahead. Why don't you tell? Oh,
An older Cherokee,
Kimberly.
I have two of them actually. I have two
Yeah,
older
hold on,
Cherokees. I have a
Angel.
2000 and a 2001.
You're talking to the right guy. Let me say hello to Kimberly really fast. She said she was in a horrible accident in 2004, a 76 Fiat Spider Roadster. And if I'd been in any other car, I would have died. S2W themes, Enzo loves his Acura. Bye, Miss Kathy. Thank you so much. Kimberly said the mechanics suck, but it was built well. Kimberly, how are you, sweetheart? It's so good to see you. I hope your father's doing well. Poor Kimberly, she was going to be on the adult pajama party, Michael, and her father took a spill. She had to go emergency
You got
with
to handle
him.
what you got to handle. You know,
Exactly,
family comes.
obviously. Well
Important
before,
things come over shenanigans.
exactly.
Fortunately for
And
me, they fall in the same situation here.
yes, yes, our family is also shenanigans. But yeah, Kimberly, I hope your father's doing well. And I would love, we're going to do the family edition. Sorry, we're going to do the adult edition again. Everybody loved it so much and had a good time. Frank Artemortifica Artemorbid was saying on his noon shout out today, which I moderate for him so he doesn't have to type stuff while he's talking because he's not on that long, how much he loves it. And actually, guys, he goes back when he needs a smile and watches it, which that's so cool. We just had it last Wednesday. It's only been a week. And I actually did that too. It's so funny. So, Kimberly, hopefully you can come to the next one. Everybody wants to do it again. Miss Kathy, it was such a good time. And I think the audience realized that no, adult did not mean like disgusting and filthy, just adult. You know, we got a little, it's right, but we got a little raw, but it was within reasonable limits. So anyway, going back, wonderful Mama Styles is still
It's the kind of
here.
conversation you have at the bar at like 6:30, not the kind of conversations that go on at a bar at last call. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
or well, but yeah, it was not 6:30 anymore, but it wasn't last call. Like we went to maybe 10 p.m. I'd
Hmm.
say. It went there, but so anyway, talking about Jeeps, Angel has a 2000 Cherokee Sport Freedom Edition. She loves that Jeep, and we're going to go back to talking about cars. Oh,
Keep it
Mama
running. Maintain
Styles.
that bad boy.
Mama Styles
I
had to
have a
change his
brand
stinky
new
diaper.
Harley, and I will not buy a. I have no interest in buying a new car, but I have a brand new Harley.
This is true. And you know what's funny about the Harley guys? The very first motorcycle he had was pretty much, unless you know Harley, it was almost exactly the same motorcycle I had. And then the motorcycle that he has now is a lowrider sport edition, which my favorite motorcycle to get next is a lowrider, but the classic one. So it's just we didn't plan it, but we pretty much have had the same exact Harleys. So
Yeah, well, I
Mama's
mean that the one I got's also the one that had it was
oh,
the
hold on
biggest
one
motor
second.
that you know.
Hawa's got to leave and she's across the world. Hawa, thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you came. She says, great to meet you, Michael. It's great spending time with you as well. Good night. Hawa, thank you so much for coming from across the world. And I'm so glad that I actually got to talk to you. And I would love to have you as a guest, honey. And definitely, guys, on Monday, I will link her channel. Go check Hawa out. She is absolutely smashing. And I hope
Take
to have her
care.
on. Goodbye, Hawa.
Hope the weather's good. Well, let's
So,
see. Over there, it's
so
probably about lunchtime, or she's just starting her day. So have a good day. I don't know.
actually,
I
no,
don't know the
she's
time zones.
where she is, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. So she's actually up in the middle of the night to watch the show. We actually do have guests that
Nice.
stay up just to watch the show, and I always make sure to say hello and goodbye to them because they're staying up to watch. I was like, I'm always
Yeah.
very thankful. That's so cool, you guys. Yeah, so Angel has a new Toyota. She will drive the Jeep. The only issue with the Jeep is they eat a lot of gas. Wrestler Mania says,
Mm,
yeah, definitely, guys, let's
yeah.
tweet this out. Let's get more people talking. Wrestler Mania says he had a 440 BSA when he was younger. Bike weighed a ton, but loved to ride it. Yeah, Wrestler Mania. I used to ride a Harley. My next one will be a low rider. My brother has a Harley. So I'm going to let him talk about Jeeps and the Harley a little bit. Go ahead, tell Angel about your Jeeps.
Well, I have two of the Jeeps that you have that body style. Um, One is bone stock that I pretty much use as a daily driver, which is immaculately clean. Um,
Very
well,
true.
it
Oh,
was the other day. I was texting and play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I got a trophy because the sign I hit, I took it home with me. So I got to do a little body work in the front end. It's
this is
not
true.
too bad, but it was annoying because I
Oh,
just
wait,
had the front end redone.
you might like this. Gregory says when Angel said it was guzzle gas, Gregory says eats gas. No, it consumes go juice at a faster rate to create real American muscle. I thought you might
Oh yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. They is by design a straight six has more torque than a comparably sized V8. That is why like 90% of your tractor
Really?
trailers are all V8. Yeah. They're all straight sixes, which
I
is
did not
crazy
know
when
that
you
a
look at
tractor
like
trailer
how
was a straight six. That's interesting.
yeah. You typically they are all straight sixes. Like the of the pickup trucks that are diesels, you have like your B6 diesels and your 1500 style trucks, your lighter duties, but then you have like your Cummins, and they got Toyota and Dodge, obviously, and then
Right, right.
Chevy has Duramax, which is actually an Isuzu engine, so that's Japanese, that is not American. And then Ford
I
has a
love
Power
that he's
Stroke,
like, that
which
is
is
not American. Go. Go
and
ahead, Eddie.
Ford uses the Power Stroke, which is actually an international engine, which is good. Um, the
Really? Because a lot of
internationals,
the stuff I hear about
the
Fords are V8,
internationals
but I do
that
like
Ford
some
uses
Ford
are
trucks.
V8s. The
Really?
international that Fords use are V8s. They're turbo diesels. Um, one of my buddies just did a full delete kit, hopped up his truck, I don't know, 2, 3 months ago, and then we went out to Hibachi for dinner. And
Sweet.
when we were leaving, I was impressed. That truck hauls the mail. Like
Nice.
you know,
Yeah, Angel says
we were
that
cruising. We were cruising down the turnpike on the way home pretty hard, and he was cooking. That truck's got some power.
that is so Angel says your brother is from my tribe. Go Jeep. Rock on, Angel. Yeah. My when you said that, I realized, yeah, he does. He's definitely a Jeep person. So no,
Oh
go ahead
yeah,
with
I
what you were
have
saying. I love
more certifications for Jeep than most people could ever have. Everything I have.
he knows so
I
much.
mean,
Angel, he knows tons, and it's a shame you don't live closer, Angel. Like, if you have a Jeep and whatnot, my brother's the one to know. I didn't even like pick that. I realized that because Angel's talked about her Jeep before. I don't know why I never thought of that. Go ahead, Michael.
yeah, no. Let's see.
They
It's
hear
oh
me talk all
01.
the time.
What part of the country is Angel from?
She
Like
is
where? What?
she's in Sacramento in California.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
definitely a little warm out
yeah.
there.
Kimberly
I'll tell you
said
what.
I
If
wanted
she
a scout
ever,
growing up so bad. Cool. Go ahead, Michael.
if she ever ends up with a random check engine light that's a misfire for a cylinder 3, um, take some tin foil, because what happens is the exhaust manifold it seeps heat up and it nails the number 3 fuel injector. So you take some tin foil or an
Oh,
actual
hold
heat
on one
shield if you
second.
can cut it up
Angel,
if
make
you have
sure you're
access to
listening
one of
to this.
those.
He's got something for your Jeep. I just want to make sure
If
she's
you
listening. Go back
you'll
up
just kind of
just for a
like
second. Tell her
diffract the
from the
heat.
beginning again.
All right, so if you randomly get like a cylinder 3 misfire on that, it's either going to be after you're running it hard, or if you're just sitting there idling for a while, you might get a random like cylinder 3 misfire, which I don't know if your understanding on that, but it's when one of the cylinders of your 6 is not firing properly. If
Right.
it's bad enough, your check engine light will actually flash, and that is a main indicator that it is a misfire. But if it's a cylinder
Okay,
3
so
and it only
that's
happens
cool.
when
So
it gets
hold
real
on.
hot,
So if it's
you
flashing, that's an indication of a miss for people who aren't car people. I'm just slowing it down a little bit. I
yeah,
understand what you're
sorry.
talking about. No, that's okay. No, I told you
It's a
he's really,
misfire.
really
So
smart. So if it's blinking, it's a misfire. So keep an eye out that. Go ahead.
typically,
Typically.
yes, there are some other things that cause it, but the majority of the time that it's going to flash is a misfire. So that would mean if you have 4 cylinders that are pumping like a locomotive
Right.
up and down,
Because they
and one of them is not working good, on the way down, it is not producing the power to turn your car. And there are sensors that detect that in various different ways, and it can
Yeah, because
identify, all
basically
right,
your
this
cylinder goes
specific
back down
cylinder was
because
supposed to.
there's a little for people don't know when your cylinder goes up, there's a little explosion. The gas goes out. There's a little explosion. It slams the cylinder back down, and it goes. This is how the car goes in very simple terms.
I mean, we'll just bring it back to this. If you randomly get a cylinder 3 misfire, send the lady here an email and she'll ask me. And I'll just, you know, say
Yes,
whatever in response, and she'll forward the email to you. That'd be
yes.
the easiest thing. And
There
it's
you go,
something you could
Angel.
probably band-aid repair in your driveway for slim to no cost, just what you already have hanging out at your house.
Oh,
And we'll
this is
cross that bridge when we get there.
awesome.
I don't predict the future. But
Hold on, wait 1 second. Family Show 4 has to go. Thank you so much, Family Show, and thank you so much for becoming a moderator. Heather, I love you. I will talk to you soon. Um, let's see. Gregory says there's people out there that aren't car people. He's like, I feel sorry for them. LOL. Yes, Gregory, there are people who aren't car people. I slowed it down just for a second. I am going to have him speed it back up, though, because I do want to hear the car people version, too. And Angel, she says, she's like, also the fan has an issue as well. She says, awesome. She goes, also in his phone number, please. Wink, wink. She's playing with you. So yeah,
if you
you
gotta
guys.
ask, you can't afford it.
I can hear her laughing right now. Angel has a very good sense of humor. So this is interesting. Go ahead and go back and tell that quickly again. About the tinfoil. And so now that I've explained how it works, if people don't know how the cylinders work in your car, and there's usually 4, 6, or 8. And when somebody's talking about a straight 6, they're talking about the position of the cylinders. If it's a V, their cylinders are positioned like this, like a V8. Just a little bit of background for anybody who doesn't know cars. A lot of people are shocked that they see a blonde girl and they're going, what, you work on cars and ride a Harley? And Yep, I do. But my brother knows
I
way
used to
more.
work with a girl that was a very good looking girl, rode motorcycles. She was a really good technician, which was awesome when we had a new guy that started and they're like, oh, well, let me try to be Mr. Macho. And she'd know more than them. She actually now is the teacher at a technical school for Chrysler, which is fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
There's a lot of people that don't. Oh, Mama Styles, thank you so much. It's time for her to cook dinner. Oh, and Sir Leo is being naughty. Well, tell Sir Leo to behave for his mama, the Tigress Cleo, which I have now. I don't know why I shortened it, but that's a badass name. I love it. Love you, Mama Styles. Thank you so much for coming. I hope your dinner is wonderful. And Angel says, love it, baby babies. Angel always says baby baby. I have to show you her on here. You're gonna love her. You'll also see her on some of the shows.
you filled
In
me in on
fact,
that one the other day. That was good.
that's true. Yeah, Angel, I was telling him about you
Hmm.
the other day, and hopefully we can get Michael one of these times for one of our adult shows because he can play and he's very very funny. But go ahead.
I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings.
No, you
You should
won't.
wait till that escalates out of control and just have me come in for like the overtime round just to like shut everything. Like it's gonna go way too far. There's no way that's gonna be reasonable, especially if it's later. Oh, let me tie a couple on and then we'll go on and talk some shenanigans. Oh boy, there's no stopping what I'm about to bring down.
Well, see,
Like that's
because
gonna be one of those times where it's like the hell with you, the hell with everything you represent. I'm gonna draw you a picture. I'm going to mail it to you. You're going to open it, see how I'm going to destroy you, and then you're going to open it when you get home from getting destroyed and be like, this motherfucker can plan. All right, I'm going to grab a hat because I got my light, I got it sitting like right at eye level. So when I try to look at my phone, I'm like, the light's just
no,
nailing
do
me. So
that
hang on, I'm going to
because
set
yeah,
my
no,
phone
go
down.
for it because honestly, Pat, this is actually pretty funny, Michael. I'll tell you as you do it. Let me pull it off of you so you don't have to be. I'll put it onto me for a second.
Oh, no,
Um,
it's fine. My phone's sitting down. It doesn't matter.
okay, so what happened
Question is, where
was,
did all my hats go? I still haven't fully unloaded all my bags from Atlantic City.
yeah. Oh, Wrestler Mania got to get going again. Nice to meet Michael, aka Brother Borgia. Well, actually, yes, he's Lady Borgia's brother, but he is a Hubble
Oh, there
of
we
the
go.
Hubble
There we go.
telescope. We have different last
Right,
names.
and oddly enough, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, Angel
It
says,
is
"Bring
a
it, baby, baby." She wants to take you
it
on a.
is a G-Pat. This is a OEM dealership G-Pat.
Hold on one second. Let me
I don't know if
switch
you
it
guys
back
can
to
see
you.
it.
No, they couldn't see you. Okay, wait. Now show.
There we go. We got a hat from the actual dealership itself, which works out for me because I do work there, and
I like that
I get
hat.
flex fits.
Can you get another one of those? I want one.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty cheap for I get them for next to nothing because I work there, and I'm friends with the parts
Yeah.
manager, and he's a really cool guy.
Do they get shirts and stuff? If you can get stuff from them, I want stuff. Kimberly says, she says, I love this. I'm a huge believer that all people should know how to change a tire, do an oil change, replace a spark plug, general maintenance to get a license. Yeah, I'm definitely down
Ooh,
with that,
oh,
Kimberly.
story on that one.
And Angel
I can
says,
let
man,
something
she
rip on
wants one
that.
too. Oh, wait, he goes, Angel wants one too. Enzo's already ready for the adult version. Enzo's ready to roll. He's like, Angel wants one too. Okay, go
See, now
for
I
it.
got it cocked over to where the light's not blasting me right in the eyes
Yeah,
just
see, that's
enough.
what happened to
All right.
me is Patsy said that it looked like I was falling asleep at the end of episodes when I first started doing this. And what it actually was that my eyes, the light was hurting my eyes, so I was looking down, but it made it look like I was like sitting there with like this. So yeah, I totally
Hmm.
understand about the light. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the other thing is like I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day, and like people that have like really blue eyes, like I do, like when you walk outside and it's sunny, you're like, oh my God,
God,
this hurts. I
it
need
does.
sunglasses. I could be wearing sunglasses and driving down the road in the middle of the night
Me too.
and be able to see just fine. Um, but anyway, so I was hanging out with one of my buddies that was towing cars, and we went to a college that is not far because we did all the towing for the college. Yeah, the towing company did all the towing for the college at that time. So, and this is years ago. And so, we'd go, there'd be flat tires, people lock their keys in their car, all kinds of, just stupid stuff like that, whatever.
All right.
or my car doesn't start, and we tow it over to one of the garages around the corner. And I'm just hanging out, come give him a hand, hang out, whatever, goofing around for the day. And when there's this one time in particular, it was a very funny situation. So we go to this college and we pull in, we figure out where in the parking garage we got to go, and we get there and we're like, oh, hey, what's going on? Like, you guys got it, or we went there for a spare tire. Somebody had a flat tire, they needed spare tire put on. So, we get there, we get out of the truck, like, oh, hey, are you so-and-so? And, it's this girl, very, very beautiful girl.
Nice.
And we're like, we look over at a car and there's like 6 dudes over at a car. We're like, all right, so are you good? You need to take care of this? Looks like you got it. She's like, no, they don't know what they're doing. So I walked over and I was like, you guys got this or what? And they're like, oh, we don't know what to do. We were waiting for you. And I looked at her, looked at them, I'm like, you're telling me all 6 of you guys cannot change a spare tire, but every single one of you is trying to pick up this girl while she has a flat tire.
Oh,
you instantly just became like the maybe best friend status, like the very like stereotypical, like super feminine male best friend. Like, they're not even sure if you like, what you're into. You might like to just have a thing for bushes or something. Like, you might not be into whatever. I'm not sure how to say this without like, I don't know, like it was just absurd to me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Because like, nobody that is hearing me knows anything about me or knows how I am. So like there's a very, very proud, predominantly gay town that has like a really good nightlife, and I'll go out there and hang out and have a good time, and everybody's cool. Like, I don't remotely care. I have many, many friends that are just stone cold, just guys, girls, whatever. Like,
right.
I got a couple buddies that are like big burly guys with beards. They're like, I love male genitalia.
Right.
And I'll go hang out with them. So like, there's all scales of the spectrum I got friends with. But it just astounds me. I'm like, how can you as a fucking adult, I'm sorry, how can you as an adult not know how to change a tire in a car? Or at least put air in it? Nothing. Like, oh.
Wait.
Like,
put air in. Oh my gosh, speaking of putting air in a tire, this is the funniest thing I ever heard. 2 things, and it was somebody screwing with somebody, but they actually asked this question and I went, are you serious? I was in high school, and I don't think I ever told you about this, but there was a girl, somebody was messing with her, and she came and she asked, she was emptying the air out of her tires at the gas station down the road, because
taking the summer air out, winter air in.
No, because somebody told her she had to change the air on her tires. It got stale. I'm not kidding you. And the girl was literally trying to empty.
You know where that comes from?
Where does that? And then they also told her she had muffler bearings. But go ahead.
There is a thing as a muffler bearing. There is a thing as a muffler bearing. That is a true thing. That is, yes, it is. It is labeled as a muffler bearing for a 3000 GT. It's one of the exhaust hangers, but it is labeled as a muffler bearing. However, where all of this stuff comes from, is guys like me that are mechanics, and we do this all day, every day, and 99% of our customers are horribly ungrateful. I gotta spend money, you know what I mean? You're never having a good day when you gotta spend money at my place. It's, oh, I'm gonna go to the mall and blow this money on stuff I want. But when it's stuff you need, people usually aren't too happy about that. And
true,
to be honest,
and people like my brother have to.
If you get through my shop and you got some problems, and I work on your car, and your bill is between $700 and $1,000, you got off easy, because I'm going to tell you every single problem your car has.
This is true.
if you want to pay me the
Well,
time to
Kimberly
diagnose
Harrod
every
says, she
problem you
says, tell
have,
someone to go ask for
I'm gonna
blinker
find it.
fluid. That's hysterical. Go, yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, what it is like it's like guys like me that we just work in this industry, and it's just merciless. There's no thank you. Very few people are ever grateful. Like you can fix some impossible problems on their cars. Like I mean I got,
yeah,
I don't know if you can see
he
one
works
little
his
scab there that I like,
ass
you know,
off.
I get torn up every day. I get
He
torn
does.
up
He gets
every
burned,
day.
torn up. You should see his hands.
Burned, torn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst part about a blowtorch, which we'll get back to later, and welding. I actually had that conversation earlier with somebody, but we'll get back to that because that's the really fun part. But you know, you bust your chops all day long. You got to be really smart. You got to be quick. You can never get it done fast enough. God forbid you got to spend money. Customers got to spend money. None of
True.
them are happy. And at the end of the day, you know, if you just go to a bar, you're still wearing your work clothes because you know you ain't no wearing some nice suit where you want to go home, hang it up, not mess it up or nothing because you do respect what you have. You know,
Right.
you go to the bar in work clothes, you know, have a couple drinks and whatever, and inevitably
I
somebody's
don't
gonna
think
say,
people realize like
"Oh, are
how
you a
much.
mechanic?"
Yep.
Yeah. Let me guess, you have a car with a problem, and you're gonna ask me about it. Oh, how'd you know? I don't know, because this is every day of my life, and nobody ever cares. Nobody says, "Hey, let me buy you a couple drinks. I
You
have a
had
question for you about my car. Let me just try to get something for free. Not even a barter of a beer or, you know, any kind of frosted
Allie's Metal
beverage.
Moments
Nothing.
says she totally does too. She says hashtag chef life. So I think she understands exactly. I think yes,
Yeah.
chefs burned whatnot, thankless. I totally get it. But no, that's absolutely amazing though. The fact that people are going to ask you for advice and not even bother to buy you a beer. It's crappy.
Yeah, no, even though I swear to God, I have had times where somebody will ask me, "Hey, my check engine light's on my car. This is what kind of car I drive. What do you think I need?" And now that there is seriously over a million possibilities of why your check engine light could be on. Clean over a million possibilities
Right.
on just about every single car ever. Anything from 1996 and up. There's definitely well over a million different possibilities. And I just spit something out there. Oh, well, does it do this or do that? Replace this part. Oh, okay, thanks. And there have been times, I swear to you, where that is actually fix it. And I see these people later and they're like, how'd you know that was it? I'm like, I had no idea, man. I was just trying to get you out of my face. Oh, well, thanks anyway. Here's a bunch of drinks. Or like, here's some money. Like, okay, cool. Like, I don't even remember talking to you, but you're gonna throw some money at me and buy me some drinks. I'm sure I'll help you. I've helped them out. That's how I am. But
Yeah, Kimberly says she's got all kinds of welding burns all over her chest from sparks right now, and she's laughing. And I asked her what she was welding, and she said, "I fixed my neighbor's roll cage on his rock crawler." That's awesome, Kimberly. Rock
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Sweet.
that yeah, you know what really sucks welding? Overhead welding.
Oh,
That is terrible because everything comes down.
down.
Now, there's certain places which I would imagine, you know, that some places are worse for them to fall as a lady or a guy. Now, a guy, some ambers go
Oh,
down, you know,
those of us
if they
ladies who
fall
are
in your
rolling
shirt
down up
pocket, for
top.
instance. Yeah, if they fall in your shirt pocket as a guy, it's gonna suck no matter what. It just probably wouldn't be as bad as the other way. However, if it goes
I'm
towards
like
the
holding my
belt line,
chest
for
right
instance, it
now.
will clean burn through. It'll burn right through your pants, and you better hope real quick you get things out of the way. So you know, there's
Oh, so there isn't
oh
permanent
yeah,
damage. That's a whole new theory.
oh
We have a
it's
joke called
brutal,
Frank is
it's brutal.
melting.
A blowtorch will do the
Melts in
same
his.
thing, but
Oh,
the
that's a
hands
new way
down
of
worst one.
melting.
Oh yeah, the hands down worst though is in your boot. If it gets in your boot, you have to shake it. If you actually tie your boots, if your boots are really loose, you might be able to kick it off real quick. But if you actually tie your boots and it gets down in your boot, the only thing you can do is shake your boot and hope it works its way to somewhere where it's not burning. Like if you get it down to the toe of your boot or something, or like right
Damn.
in the arch of your foot, and you
Right.
got to sit there and wait for it to cool down or burn out of the boot, burn down through the bottom of it, and hope you when you do that and then you untie your boot, your foot's
Ooh.
not on fire.
Yeah, and I thought it was bad when my foot itched and I couldn't get my damn shoe off. That is a
Yeah, so
whole new meaning of torture.
I'm sure who just was
Kimberly
talking about
said
welding up a roll cage for a rock crawler, welding up some DOM. I'm sure they know exactly what I'm talking about.
she says Kimberly Allie's metal moment says she's gotten herself with a torch, and I love Kimberly. She says I have a burn right between my chesticles that hurts. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's yeah.
I
Kimberly
say
says that's no
breasticles.
joke. Boots are horrible. She knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, yes. That is it. That is the worst place. You know, it's like
Damn, I
if
didn't
you
even think
actually
of
tie
that
your boots,
before.
it's yeah. Well, what's terrible is like, especially when you're doing something like that, like you're gonna make sure you tie your boots so nothing falls in there.
Nothing gets in
And
your
it's
damn
not if you
boots.
actually tie them up. If you actually tie your boots up, it doesn't happen as often, but it is terrible. Like you'll get stuff to land on top, and you just kind of kick your foot real quick, but
Right. Yeah, she said she goes, it melts your sock.
and then you
Hey,
gotta watch what's around because
Michelle!
stuff lights on fire.
Hold on 1 second. Michelle came back. She was charging her phone. Oh, honey, it's okay if you list the stream. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming back. That is
Oh,
awesome
speaking
of
of
you.
which,
I have such awesome
I'm
guests.
down to 20%, so I should plug my phone in.
Yeah, definitely plug your phone in so we don't lose you. Thank you for coming back, Michelle. That is awesome. I have such an awesome audience that you guys actually come back to
Uh-oh,
check out
I gotta
check
set
out
my phone down.
you know, go ahead. Yeah, Kimberly says it melts your sock, and she is definitely identifying with you. And hell, I'm his sister, and I know he welds all the time. I never thought about the boot and how that could.
Yeah, you never seen Beer
Jesus.
Fest? Das Boot. Yeah, the boots are the worst.
Oh my
The boots
God,
are
poor
absolutely
Kimberly
the
and her
worst.
testicles. No, because I'm thinking about that hair. How do you keep it? Shit, my hair would. Oh my gosh, I'm cussing.
It usually doesn't get you in
Um,
the back of the head. It doesn't get you in the
does
back of the head. If you're doing something like that, you got your hair back.
That's true. That's true. Because I'm thinking about my hair
Even when I
burning
had
off.
long hair, even when I had long hair, keep keep it out of the way. But let's see what else
Of
is on
course.
that subject.
Well,
Trying to
what was
think.
oh, Kimberly, you're not talking too much. Talk is no. There's no such thing as talking too much in here. Talk away, talk away. I encourage people to talk, ask questions, participate. That's part of you stories is actually like people telling stories and the audience telling their stories too. So go for it. You're definitely
Oh,
not talking too much.
well, while they fire off questions, speaking of working on stuff, do you still have a pair of Snap-on socks? Didn't I? I gave you some Snap-on socks, didn't I?
No, I did
So
not get snap-on socks. I think mom got
I
snap-on
never
socks.
got
I
you
did not.
Snap-on socks.
You never got me
I will have
snap-on
to get you
socks.
some. I'm actually wearing some right now.
Hold on, let me see. I think I switched it when you were switching the phone. Let me put it back
Let's
onto
see.
you.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Not this flexible anymore.
I want
Oh,
Snapple. Yeah.
they are thick.
Oh, thick
They are
socks are the
very
best.
thick socks.
I
Which
mean,
I
I
wear
don't
them in the
weld, but
summertime because I always wear boots. I always wear boots.
yeah, you
I
do.
had a pair of sneakers, but I lost one of them. I had one pair of sneakers and I lost one of them on this kayaking trip. First time I ever went kayaking, which was for my one of my buddies. It was his birthday. He's like, "Yeah, let's go camping and kayaking for the weekend." So we brought our ladies, some other friends and everything. First time I
Right.
went kayaking, so we're going down this you know creek river thing, whatever. It was a good time. We get to the point where we're all feeling real pretty, and it was like a 6 or 7 hour kayak trip.
Oh,
And
hold on one second. I want to say goodbye
apparently these.
to Gregory. Gregory, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you. Yes, don't forget to give a thumbs up. And hey, guys, don't forget to come back and comment when the stream is over, because people can check you out and check out your channels. If you come comment, I get a lot of people coming back to comment. And like I said, viewers, whatever, even if you don't have a channel, comment too. You get to know people. And Divine Tiffany, one of my favorite people. I love you all. Divine Tiffany rocks. She's awesome. She's always comes to my streams. Awesome. Oh, Kimberly says he's cute. Yes, he is absolutely cute. I have a very smart, handsome brother, so he rocks. Go ahead. I want to hear about, yeah, big hugs to Gregory.
I guess my camera isn't all that great. You guys must not be getting a good view. I mean, hell.
And he's being humble too. Now he's friggin' awesome. Go ahead. I want to hear about the kayaking.
All right, so we went kayaking, and my lady Sabrina has 2 kayaks that she, she has them, and so we brought them. And we're kayaking, cool. We're having a good time, and we're knocking back some frosty beverages along the way, and now I was good for a couple hours. I got at least halfway. This is the first time I ever actually went kayaking, anything like that. And like periodically along the way, there's like just trees that are laid across, and like where we went through was maybe at its widest part, like I don't know, 50 feet, 60 feet across, but for the most part, it was probably 25 feet across. And there would be trees that went clean across sideways that were just kind of in the water, so you had to kind of go around them or just kind of build up enough speed and just hop and skip over them. And the first time I flipped over in the kayak was I had to I was good for over half the trip. I'd say I didn't flip over until somewhere between half and 2/3. That was the first time I flipped over.
Oh crap.
So, well, the first time I should have known better. This was just an experience thing. And I had to stop and jump up onto the bank and see a man about a horse. I had to relieve myself. And then when I was getting back in, I had the kayak right against the bank, and I went to get in it. And I thought it was a little shallower than it was, and it was not shallow at all, because it rolled, because I should have just jumped in the thing, and I didn't do that. I tried stepping in it. That didn't work out well when you got nothing to brace yourself on. So it went over. I'm still standing, so I go to like jump off the side and put my feet down, thinking it's only like a foot or two deep.
Right.
No, I went clean underwater. Head, everything. I went clean under the water.
And he's really tall. Now, he's like 6'2", and he's long.
And I'm within an arm's length of the bank at this point. So, I figured it'd be a little closer than that. Like, I figured at worst I'd hit like somewhere between knee and waist.
Right.
No, that didn't happen. So then I had to like swim back up, get on the bank, pull the thing out,
I would
empty it out, all the water that was there.
I'm almost 5'7", and I would expect in most places like that not to go like completely under.
Well, anyway, so Harmony, we kept going. And
Thank you for coming, Harmony. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, so we kept going, we kept trucking along, and then like there was one tree that was, instead of laying like more so laterally across, it was kind of more coming at you. Right. And the person that was ahead of me kind of got caught over in the nook of it, and it was coming over from the left side. So it was kind of fixed to the left bank, so you had to get over the right side. And you come around this turn, it's there, and you're already on the wrong side, so you got to hustle over real quick. The person in front of me, a very good friend of mine, I think she just didn't care. She kind of floated over towards it and said, I'll just patiently wait, take my way back.
Sweet.
This is the first time I've been kayaking, so I didn't think about these things. A friend of mine is behind me who can maneuver a kayak far better than I can. But I wasn't like, oh, I got to go here. Oh, boy. And in a hurry. So I gave it hell. Just like 2, 3 good pumps. Boom, boom, boom. And I snapped the damn pole in half. like the
Oh
metal tube going
no!
across. I had it. Oh, let me see if I can hold my phone with my knees here. I I, I had it
I have
like
to think of
this,
a proper
but
holder.
further out, and it just broke between my hands, the metal tube. So now I'm still trying to get around this thing, and I got a broken paddle, so I just started double dog paddling this thing all the way around.
I love it. Double dog
But it worked out because like right before this happened, I swear to God, this is a true story. Two of the guys that we were there with, they found the exact same paddle that somebody I guess had just dropped in the water and they picked it up.
No way.
It's the exact same thing, exact same thing. But I had to catch up to them along with the other two people I was with. Now the other two people I'm with know what they're doing. I was kind of roughing it. Hey, I'll
Yeah, I'm
figure it
trying
out.
to think.
Whatever.
Like,
Can't be the
I think
worst experience of my
I'm trying to
life.
think if I kayaked. I've been in a canoe. I think maybe I kayaked once. But yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you can flip it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't
So
know
now
Sabrina
at this
had them.
point, yeah, yeah. Um,
Go ahead. I'm
well,
listening. I
now at
love
this
this
point,
story.
I flipped over once from trying to get back in. Other than that, I'm soaking wet and I no longer care about falling in the water.
Well, no, at that point, it's a
Now,
done deal.
I ha- now at this point, I have a broken paddle or whatever. I don't know what it's actually called. I will go with a paddle. I got this thing broken in half. It's supposed to be a double-ended paddle,
Flipper,
and
paddle.
it's broken in half. So I take the shorter end and I kind of jam it in the side of the kayak. So now I'm just rowing this thing back and forth like a
It's like
friggin'
a.
canoe, but the end's like terribly sharp. I don't know if you can see it, but that little dark line right there.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
Let me put it on
yep,
you.
there it
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah, I see it. Holy
That one.
crap! Look at he
Yeah,
did
that's
to
a little
himself.
meaty.
I'm like
Oh yeah,
poking
well
at
I'm going back. I'm going back and forth like this, and I got a sheared off piece of metal on the end, and I'm trying to switch hands and go back and forth, and I kind
Damn.
of caught it, and it dug in there pretty good. It dug in there pretty good. I had some, yeah. So anyway, so I'm going back and forth with this, so we finally catch up. But at this one point, there's a tree going across like this that I'm approaching head on, and you can't really get out of it. You just kind of got to go over to the side and kind of go over it. Well, I can't go straight. So I'm kind of going sideways like this, kind of almost going backwards, and I can't straighten out because I only got one side, and I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm going to go over this thing backwards. It can't be that bad. However,
Backwards.
I forgot about a little bit about the dynamics of these kayaks where the front of it has a very nice slope going down so it can go over obstacles. However, the back is a very chopped end that just says, all right, we're
Oh,
good. We're not going over anything. It's just chopped. So
I
when I
didn't
hit
realize
this
that.
tree on this, yeah, the tree's going across like this. I have something on an approach angle like that. So when I hit the damn thing, it just twisted me clean sideways. It didn't let me pop over and almost go over. I caught it and it just rolled me clean over.
Oh my God.
So that
Michelle
was fun.
says she says she's been in a kayak 2 times. I've been in a one-person kayak and a two-person. It was scary the first time. Now she's a pro. And Kimberly loves whitewater rafting. Kimberly, you rock. I love this. Kimberly's whitewater rafting. She's welding. This is like a girl after my own heart. That's dude. So it flips you all the way under.
No, well, it wasn't one of like it was one of the sitting kayaks, but there wasn't like the whole apron thing and all that. So like, if you
Damn.
flip over, it just fills up with water and then you're screwed. Like either you gotta like get out, you gotta like bring it over the bank, you gotta empty the thing out of like the little bitty hole that it has, and just sit there for 10 minutes and let it drain out. So
Wow.
like you could put the apron on it, but I wasn't about that. If I bought a kayak tomorrow, it would be an ocean kayak. That's what one of my roommates has, and things like a Cadillac. If you flip it over, you can climb back up. It's comfy, whatever.
Yeah, see,
Other than
that's
the fact that I
I
have
would
the
like that.
reflection of like a clean porcelain toilet, I don't mind sitting in the sun instead of in the kayak because that just smells a little bit. But so anyway, so then we get going down some more, and I get the thing cleaned out, and then I like flip over one more time, and then I stop because one of my buddies called me. Turns out, of course, they were calling me about a car question. Great guy, you know. I don't really see him too often. I don't talk to him too much, but he's one of those guys where he's like, "Hey, I got a question about my car." Yeah, no problem. I'll talk to you about it. You know, I've known you forever. You're a good guy. And he had a Challenger that now
Michelle
I'm
says
trying to take my
she wore a
phone.
life vest the whole time. That was smart.
I didn't. I wasn't going whitewater rafting. I might wear a helmet. I don't know if I'd wear like a life jacket, but
That's a good point. That's true. People do wear
so
helmets. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, yeah, well that's a different thing. But you know, he called
Oh,
me up. He had a
Kimberly says, hold on
Challenger
one
with like
second. Kimberly says she's very lucky to have a brother that's 10 years older that reminds me of yours. He's taught me a lot. Oh, that's awesome, Kimberly. Yeah, my brother rocks. Absolutely, he does. One of the best men on earth. I said so before, and I still stand by that. Go ahead, Michael.
all right, so he calls me and he's of course got a car question for me, but I mean I'll probably end up at his house for 4th of July because he throws an awesome party. But like I always kind of feel bad because I don't really get a chance to talk to him too much, and like I'm still actually waiting for him to get back to me on his car question because I asked him a question about it. But he called me in the middle of the kayaking trip, so I'm like opening this dry box. It's like stapled or bolted down right in front of me, like right above where my knees would be when in the sit-in kayak. And I'm sitting there, and I'm on the phone with him. I take a few minutes. All right, yeah. I'll tell you what. Let me call you when I get back, or you know, text me. I was like, you know what? That might not be a good thing because we're getting a little saucy. Give me a call Monday or shoot me a text Monday, and we'll sort this out. So I get back, you know, back in the game. I'm like, all right, everybody's all the way down there. I can't even see him because you're going windy through all this stuff, and I don't know where anybody is. I hardly know what I'm doing. I think at this point I still had half a paddle. Eventually, ended up catching up to somebody that had two, like the full, like the one my two buddies found. So I'm hauling the mail with everything I got, trying to catch up to everybody because I know they're not waiting for me because my one buddy he brought his daughter, and she's young, she's awesome, she's super happy kid, she's great. I've known her as she's been growing up, and it's funny, and he's a great guy. And
that's cool.
She was getting a little hungry and a little upset, like, all right, I get it, you got to get back to take care of your kid. And then my buddy Petey got hungry. Petey is like the definition of hangry. When he gets a little hungry, he doesn't have much patience for anything. That when he gets tired, but he is absolutely a tremendous guy. He actually just got engaged to his lovely lady Elizabeth. Yes, congratulations to them again.
Yes, definitely.
Known
that's
forever.
Always...
Congratulations. Hands down, one of my best friends in the world. Yeah.
Applause.
They went to Europe. He proposed to her in Europe. Yeah, wow. They went to Europe for the week. She proposed to him, or he proposed to her out there. He's still one of my best friends in the world. Yeah. Now we argue or we'll bicker or whatever, but he is hands down
what's his
one
name
of my best
again,
friends. So no matter what silly stuff he does, I mean, we may
Michael,
have
say the name again so we can give the applause.
Oh, my buddy Petey and Elizabeth.
Petey and Elizabeth, congratulations on your engagement. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but if you do, congratulations from Michael's
Probably
sister.
not. Probably not.
Probably not, but you never know. I like to always give a congratulations. You know me, I like to celebrate the crap out of everything. So, as that was so eloquently put.
All right, so anyway,
go ahead.
So he's hangry and he's trying to take off, and so I roll over again at some point because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm by myself. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, and somehow I end up rolling over again. Now, sadly, since we've already established that I explained earlier how the banks aren't really
banks. Like,
sloped. They're just
yeah, they're just
abruptly, here's the bank, and it just goes down.
that very
Well,
steep.
there was nothing but like sticker bushes and like super heavy wood
Oh,
lines where you can't like go up. Now I flipped this thing over. Now my kayak's full of water. I'm outside of the kayak,
and
and
there's
I
sticker
gotta
bushes and a
swim with
steep
everything I
edge.
got
Oh
to
God.
drag this thing down the, down the stream per se,
Oh,
because it's full of water. It doesn't quite sink, but it doesn't quite float. If you keep
oh
moving,
Jesus.
it
It'll
will
keep
kind of
going.
float.
Oh, hold on. I want to say hello to
If
somebody
you
who just
stop,
rolled in. Best friend in your thread says hello. Sorry she's late. Best friend, I want to introduce you. This is the Hubble telescope, the man that it was named after. This is his nephew and also my brother. So this is Michael Hubble. And we've got a Hubble and a Borgia. Yeah, this is my brother. So welcome, 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 best friend in your thread. Best friend will be the guest next Thursday because we're not going to be on 4th of July, but she will be the guest following. Michael is telling a story about his kayak trip, and it's his first time, and what the interesting things that happen.
a majority of a fail of a kayak trip. First experience, I did all right for a little while, and then it showed that I didn't know what I was doing. So anyway, the kayak flips over this second to last time. No, I don't know if it was the second to last time or the third to last time on this trip. So it flips over. Now I'm just like completely by myself. I don't know where anybody is. And if I stay still, the kayak kind of sinks down because I'm out of it. It doesn't sink, but it doesn't float. If I keep moving, it'll stay up, kinda.
Hey,
But if I
Majesty
stay
TV,
still, it
how are
just wants to
you?
drop to the bottom.
Right. Oh, best friend in your thread. She
So,
says hello, Michael. I see best friend
hello,
very
how you
often.
doing?
Her name is Steph. In fact, she was on the adult thing. So if you come on one of the adult things, you'll meet Steph. She's very funny and very hysterical. So Majesty TV, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not only the descendant of the man the Hubble telescope was named after. It's his nephew, his great nephew. It is also my brother, Michael Hubble. So welcome, Majesty TV. Go ahead. He's telling about his first kayaking trip. He's also an awesome mechanic, plays pool, does all kinds of things. So if you guys have any car questions, any other questions, please feel free to ask. Angel already has an open invitation to email me so I can talk to him about any things with your Jeep. He loves Jeeps, so fire away. Go ahead, tell about what happened the rest of the trip.
All right, so
as you can tell, I'm not the only person in my family who, like I told you, we're a family of storytellers. I wasn't kidding, guys. Go ahead, Michael.
No, I think that no, you're wrong about that. It's not a family of storytellers. It's somebody has a question about, well, what did you do at this time?
Oh,
And unlike most people, I'm gonna go out and do some stuff with my life. I'm not waiting around for nobody. I'm gonna go gallivant. If you want to know what I did this weekend, you better buckle up and be ready.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the way it is.
See, that's
It's,
what I
oh,
tell
you tell
everybody in
stories.
here.
No, it's I go do stuff with my life.
And
Too
have
bad,
there are stories to talk of. See, that's why, because everybody says to me, the Lady Borgia has done everything and knows everything. And I say, no, I don't. It doesn't occur to me to not just go do stuff. So
I think the next trip. I'm going to
so my
take is
brother's the
New
same way.
Orleans because
Oh,
my lady wants to go to
awesome.
New Orleans.
I want to go to New
So
Orleans.
I
I
think
actually have not been to New Orleans. You've been to New Orleans before. You went to
no,
wait,
I've never
no, you didn't. You went to
Nashville. I went to
yeah, you
Nashville
went,
for
yes,
New
you went to
Year's 2 years
Nashville for
ago.
New Year's. Yeah, I remember that.
Was that 2 years ago? I don't know. Yeah, I went to
Yeah,
Nashville two
yeah,
years
it
ago.
was.
I went up to Canada last year.
Yeah, yeah, I
Was that
remember that.
even? I don't know. I don't know if that was a year ago. But well, we'll get back to the Canada trip. So anyway,
Yeah, we'll get
but
back to
no,
that.
my lady, she wants to go to New Orleans,
Yes,
and she
Sabrina
actually wanted to go there
rocks.
for, yes, she wanted to go there for her last birthday, but one of my best friend's weddings
Oh, Angel
ended up
says hello,
falling
Michael.
on 2 days after her birthday, and now my pal Mr. Peter and his lady, their wedding is actually on her birthday, the exact day, which
Oh,
I kind of feel,
wow.
yeah, that's terrible. It sucks for her, but she is awesome. She's a trooper. Last year on her birthday, her actual birthday,
Yeah, what
I
is
had a pool
Sabrina's
tournament
actual
that I got
birthday?
invited to, and she just, my girlfriend is very awesome. She
She
beats me
is.
up a lot.
No,
She
Sabrina
doesn't beat
doesn't
me.
take crap, but she's really smart. She's gorgeous. She doesn't take crap, but she's a really awesome. What I know she's told me. What day is her birthday? I should know this.
Um, Without giving away detail, it is
No, just the date.
9 days before yours.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Yeah. That's right, because I knew it was sometime in October. Yeah, they know my birthday. I've told them October 23rd. We've talked about birthdays in here, and we've talked about all kinds of things in here. So they do know that my birthday is October 23rd. That's really cool. Yeah, Kimberly Harrod says Nashville is amazing. Yes, he went
Oh,
there
yeah, it
two
is.
years
Yeah, it is.
ago.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, I hit every single bar because I went there for New Year's.
You
And
did.
yeah, we went out on New Year's, and the person of the group that organized the thing does do a good job organizing the events. However, we got in the game a little late, and we wanted to get tickets to like a venue or a bar or something to make sure we had a place to go because we're clean from out of town. We don't know anywhere. So she organized, oh, okay, we'll go here. It
Right.
turns out it was dueling pianos, which, there's a good time and a good place for that, and that's all cool. But after I get a couple drinks and I'm standing on the balcony outside and I'm hearing just things like pure rock and just drums and guitars blowing out of every single bar on down the street.
That sounds
I
like
get
Key
stir crazy. I
West.
I well, no, I just get really stir crazy. After I get a little saucy, I'm see ya. I'm going. I'm gonna go adventure. I don't care where I'm going. I'm gonna find out when I get there. I'll
I
make
do.
friends along the
Yeah.
way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I do the same thing. I have been known to, in fact, I've been told before when I've been out, do not wander off. And I'm like, but if I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. I mean, I would never leave somebody behind if I just go out with one person. But I am known if I've gone out with a group to just go roaming because I decide to, they're like, what? She always takes off. She's over here. She's over there. So yeah, that apparently, yeah, we do the same thing.
well, no,
It's
I actually stopped doing
adventuring.
that.
You
I
stopped doing it?
once, yes. Once I started dating Sabrina, I stopped doing that. Once I
Oh,
started dating her, I stopped doing that.
yeah, that's true. I haven't done it in a while.
Because
Best friend
I'm not
Michelle
I'm
says
not
she'd love to go to
I'm not gonna
Nashville
leave
and see
her.
New Orleans. Oh no, you can't leave her. The only time I did it, like if I went out with one other friend, like I would never leave them behind because like that's not cool. Like if I went out with my friend Michelle or some other people. But if I went out when we used to go out a lot and we'd go in a group and we'd be in New York, or we go here, we go there, if there was like a group setting where like people had other people to be with, I would just like sometimes just take off in a different direction. And, once I got, going and they go, where the hell did she go? And I would get Vata, I remember told me, she's like, no wandering off and doing this time. And I think I did wander off that time. I was in New York and then I ended up somewhere else. We were at bed and it's adventuring. But no, of course you wouldn't do that to Sabrina. And no, I wouldn't do that if
No,
I
I
was
wouldn't
like
do that
with
to Sabrina.
somebody.
What one of my good buddies though? I don't know. That's a different story. When we were all single, we would kind of set
Well,
each other up for, hey,
that's different.
I'm gonna, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
no,
mean,
that's
my
totally
one good friend Matt has bought me. I swear to you, this is a true story. We went to
okay. Angel,
like
we'll see
a
you in a
bar or
minute.
nightclub. We went to like a bar or nightclub, and we had a couple of beers, and we're sitting there. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He's like, well, what do you want to drink? I was like, a Jack and Coke. He's like, well, how strong do you want it? Looked at him. I said, you're driving, so get me like a cup of Jack or something. Just being a smart aleck. I
Right.
walked away, went to the bathroom, and I came back, and there's a pint glass sitting there, and I take a sip, and lo and behold, that is a full pint glass of Jack Daniels. No ice,
Oh,
nothing. So
wow.
we're sitting there. We're sitting there. I drink the glass. I gotta pee again. I drank like a beer or two along with the pint glass because that's a little heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I
Needs
look
a
at him. I'm
little bit
like,
of
all
a
right, at
chase.
least put like a shot of Coke in there this time or something. Like that was a little bit
Yeah, that's
much.
a little
So I
rough,
go to the
especially
bathroom
it's not
again.
even cold or anything. That's a little rough going down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. So, like, at least give me like a shot of Coke or something this time. Like that was a little bit much. So then I
Right.
go to the bathroom. I come back, and then there's another pint glass of Jack Daniels with a shot glass of Coca-Cola on the side.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, him and I go back and forth. It's really a game to the two of us to see how far we can push the other person. Um. So yeah, two full pint glasses of Jack Daniels, and I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 beers at this point. We leave the first
Woo!
place, and we go somewhere else, and we go somewhere else, and he keeps sliding me along islands and Coronas. It
Yeah,
was
Long Island,
a long night.
that's a lot of alcohol in a Long Island iced tea.
You know what? I bet you there's a lot more alcohol in a whole pint glass of whiskey.
That would be, yeah, that would be true. A whole pint glass of whiskey is much more than a Long Island iced tea. That's freaking rough.
Yes,
I'm not a, see, I was never a
just
big
two.
whiskey. Well, actually, we used to do Jameson sometimes, but I don't know if I could get that down anymore. That was a little rough for
You're glitching out.
Am I glitching out?
Yeah, I mean, him and I are really two peas in a pod. He's an amazing guy, great friend of mine, hard worker.
Yeah, best friend
Knows
says she's
more
like,
about
ooh, that's a
driving a
rough
truck.
mix. Definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah,
He knows
I
more
mean,
about driving
yeah,
a truck.
I mean, hey, I'll tell you what, that guy knows more about driving a truck than people that have been doing it far longer and think there's something. I mean, the kid's been doing it as hard as you can possibly go all day long and going to every single certification there is. I mean, me and my buddies, we might not seem like a whole lot out of the gate, but once you really start nailing down, we're not going to lay it all out there to you out of the gate and say, "Hey,
Right.
you better step it up." We kind of sit back and be like, "Oh, well, you're going to go do that test? Oh, well, here's we did all that. Like we're already past that. We did all these. You're down here. Like try to catch up."
Right.
All right,
Oh,
next
Ghostly, hold
next
on one
topic.
second. We have somebody who just came in who is an awesome person who always comes to the stream. Michael, you would actually enjoy his page, his channel, Ghostly Iron Pistol. What is up? He is really cool. He has a channel. He loves firearms. Which, by the way, Ghostly Iron Pistol, I have to introduce you to somebody. I've talked about this person before to you. This is not only the nephew, the great nephew of the man who the Hubble telescope was named after, Michael Hubble. This is also my brother, the one that I told you about. That has firearms for sport and wanting to get me a gun, and I've got to get my card and that whole thing that we had the conversation with Ghostly Iron Pistol. This is the man. So yeah, he is a descendant of the Hubble telescope, and this is the brother I told you about that has firearms for sport. So that's actually really cool that you have come in, and this was our extra special surprise guest tonight. He's been telling stories. Yeah, that's him. We've actually talked to him. S2W Themes is back. Um, more people are rolling in, and yeah, this is the guy that we have talked about. So it's pretty funny. When I saw him, I had to stop you,
Yeah.
Michael, because we've actually
Well,
talked about you. So go
that's
ahead.
good. 2A all day. It's a beautiful thing. Just gotta be careful what we say about firearms because of gun laws of how things go. And
Right, exactly. Yeah, he has a channel where he does it, and I don't know how he handles it, but he handles it well, so he doesn't get into trouble or whatnot. He's really cool. He
Yeah.
said yes. He's like, yeah, you have to be careful about what you talk about and stuff like that. You guys know the
Very
laws better than
specifically,
I
even
do.
like little details, to
Yeah.
the smallest a bit. Especially, when you get down to like, certain areas where they're just like, oh, no guns, not at all. Like, did you hear about the crazy thing that they started doing over in like Deerfield, Illinois? It's like any semi-automatic pistol, rifle, anything. We're gonna fine you $1,000 a day. It was outlandish, $1,000 a day or something like that until like you turn it in or something. Like, okay, let's say you
Whoa.
buy like a
What are you?
let's say
Wow.
you buy a $1,500 to $2,000 gun that's worth $2,000. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to turn this in for free or get fined $1,000 a day. What? Like,
Whoa.
come on.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
He hasn't received any complaints about the anti-gun folks. So that's good, but no, it's just really interesting that you came in
I,
because
I'm I'm a very 2A, very prone 2A guy myself. I mean, if somebody has a problem with that, what are you gonna do? Like fight me with bongs and dildos? See ya. Like I'm not worried about you.
yeah, he's
I got no time for you.
you guys
If
you
you
guys
don't like guns, don't buy one.
this is true. I obviously don't have a problem with them because I've talked about them on my channel. And as soon as I found Ghostly Iron Pistol, he's laughing. He's like, ha ha ha. I was really excited to see his channel. It's actually really cool. I'll have you check it out sometime. And so wait, I had to turn that down. Anyway, go ahead and I'm going to switch the camera for you for a second. Let me see. Wait, let me change that. There we go. Wait, can you talk so I can hear you for a second?
All right, there we go. I'm still
Okay,
there.
there you go.
Coming
Um,
through.
yeah, I'm putting it on you for a second. I just had to grab something. I'm
That's fine.
listening. Go ahead. Keep telling that story.
Which one?
You either the kayaking one or tell about I don't know, since Ghostly Iron Pistol's in here, what is your favorite gun? And like
Nope, not a conversation we're having.
we're
I
not having
don't.
a
Nope.
conversation about that? Okay, cool. See, I don't know what you can talk about. So thank you for telling me because I have no clue and you know me,
Well, I
I'm
mean, you can have that conversation, but um, we're just gonna skip past that onto something else.
fair enough.
Because
Go
that's a whole different conversation. Well,
gotcha.
we'll
Okay.
just go
See,
with
I don't
hindsight
know
on that.
yeah, see, I
All right,
don't know.
so this kayaking trip.
Go ahead, go in the
All right, so
kayak.
we'll jump back to this kayaking trip.
Awesome.
So yeah, so at this point, I get off the phone with my buddy that called me. Um, somebody I don't talk to too often, and I got my phone locked in a dry box on top of the kayak. That's more so right about knee level. All right, whatever. Let me get over to the side, grab a hold of a tree that's hanging off. I open it up, like, yeah, blah blah blah. He's got a car question for me. I talk to him for a minute. Now, I don't know who's trying to catch up or not, but at this point, I have half a paddle because I'm kayaking, and apparently the cheap paddle oars, whatever you want to call them, the double-ended paddle things, are not that strong, and you break them clean in half. So I'm trying to catch up, just going back and forth, and then I flip over a second time, or I guess third time at this point, and then the kayak fills up with water. It's doesn't quite float, doesn't quite sink. It's just full of water, and I got to swim like a bear to get down somewhere where I can pull it off. Then I get down there, empty the thing out. I finally catch up to everybody, and we're sitting there, we're hanging out, we're talking. I'm like, oh, you know what? Now would be a great time to get out of my kayak and pull my kayak up on the bank and empty the rest of the water out that I'm sitting in. So I get out, I go to step down, and I go about knee deep in muck, clean up to my knee all day, every day, and then I cannot get my foot out of the muck. I got, people hold me, I'm pulling it with both arms, everything I got, can't do it. So I end up losing a sneaker out of that.
Oh, okay. So
That was the excitement about that.
that's where you lost. This is funny for anybody who wasn't here. he told about how he was wearing boots, and the story started about why he doesn't have a pair of tennis shoes. And sorry about that.
I
Hold on.
lose them. They break. I kill them. I kill them. They're not strong enough.
Hold on one second. I'm going to turn my mic up for a second, guys, just so you can tell you the lady's blowing her nose and you guys probably don't want to hear it. So I'm just going to switch it to.
Yeah, that one can went completely silent. I guess the camera's still on me then. So yeah, who's got
And now
more
there we
random
go.
shenanigan questions? More
Anything.
shenanigan
Okay.
questions.
Ooh, it rolled back. He said, yes, it's hard. You can't move. He said it took, Ghostly Iron Pistol said it took him a while to get out of the mud. And yeah, I'm back. I just flipped it because I figured nobody really wants to hear me blow my nose. Although I don't know why I always have to tell when I do that.
Yeah,
Most people
exactly. You
just
should
turn
just
the
stop
camera
right there.
off.
Just keep the train rolling.
I talk, I'm known
Just keep
for
the
it.
train rolling.
I'm like
Just
so
keep the train rolling.
transparent. So, oh, Young Byron. Okay, we got to say hello to Young Byron. Young Byron is a very special audience member. And Michael, because I have to introduce you to Young Byron, he says, "What's up, man?" And Lady Borgia.
Well, the
It's a
camera
really
on me,
cool
I'll give him a
story.
wave.
Yeah, hold on. Let me flip it to Young Byron. This is a very special person. Actually, there we go. It is now. Go ahead, Michael. Do it again. Wow, this thing is flipping
There
back
you
and forth.
go.
Okay, so this is a story so you guys know who each other is. Young Byron, this is Michael Hubble, who is not only the grandnephew of the man the Hubble telescope was named after, blood relative, he is also my brother. And Michael doesn't realize Young Byron has 3 channels. He's Young Byron's Vids, and Up in the House Records TV. Young Byron, I'm just going to say, was the very first person to give me a PayPal and a Patreon donation on the air ever. So he was my very first donation on YouTube. So it was, a really cool thing. So this is, obviously my brother, one of the best men in the entire world, equaling with my uncle and my father's best friend. And Young
Camera's back
Byron
on you
says,
now,
nice
right?
to meet you, Michael. Nope, it's not. It's on you. I will put it on me for
Oh,
a second.
I
Hold on.
got a little itchy
There you
nose.
go. Go ahead.
We're on a car that had a bunch of leaves in it, so I got to blow my nose.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's
been
back on you.
actually. Yeah, it's on me. You're good. So Young
All right,
Byron
cool.
says, nice to meet you, Michael. So yeah, it was actually a really cool. I told you about it. It was a really cool moment. I was very excited. It's a big deal to get your first Patreon and your first PayPal donation. So I almost fell over. So it was really cool. Young Byron is awesome. We also have to say thank you to Angel. Angel was my second PayPal donation. So I am a very lucky girl that people are donating to me. And that's really wonderful. And on top of it, I am a very lucky girl because I have my brother who I said, I want you to come on. He knows about my show and did not hesitate one moment, said, okay, cool. And we worked it out. And there we go. And I saw a bunch of people say their brothers wouldn't do it for anything. My brother didn't even question it. So, yes, best friend in your third says, Michael, oh, you're an awesome brother. He is literally, I said, he's one of the very best men in the whole world. I would argue smartest, kindest, whatnot, Angel is a sweetie. Yes, definitely. Oh, Angel, she said, we support the Lady Borgia. You rock. You guys rock. Thank you so much for being here. And Ghostly Iron Pistol, does my brother have a channel? Nope, no channel. In fact, that's the thing, Ghostly Iron Pistol. The you stories, I made it up because it's about you. And of course, I encourage everybody ask questions, tell their stories. Obviously, I talked to all the guests first. I obviously did not have to pre-interview my brother. I talked to him anyway. Oh, Tiffany, thank you. You rock, sweetheart. You guys are awesome. But oh, in fact, Michael, I'm going to show this to you while we're on air.
Yeah.
Let me hold on a second.
Almost.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, I'll keep talking. So it was really
I gotta fill
cool.
my just filling up my ginger ale.
Yeah, he's getting
Oh,
his
it's enough to blow my
beverage.
nose.
Oh, awesome S2W themes. He's like, you all rock. Tiffany, you all see, I love this. Everybody's telling everybody they rock, and this is the way things should be because we like to have fun. Hey, and I have serious discussions
Keep it
in here
going.
too, but let's keep it going. Everybody freaking rocks. It's fun and
Don't
it's
stop the
cool.
party.
Everybody's, yeah, exactly. My brother's, don't stop the party now. We're having another party and everybody's having fun, and I
Set.
love this. And I can't wait. I do. I'm gonna have to try at some point when we have one of the adult ones. Not the next one, but one of them. Yes, I will be bringing my brother on that to play because he is. Angel said, "Bring it on." He's a wicked game player. Like I said, we didn't really play board games. We play video games. We played board games as a family. So
I played
neither of us.
drinking games as a child. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I played nothing but drinking games my entire life.
That's funny. Tiffany goes, woot, woot. Oh, here we go. Best friend in your thread says, Lady Borgia, what is Michael's favorite music or band? That's a really good question. Michael?
That is a good question. Not
Yeah,
a clue.
hold on. Let him, he's getting his,
Not a clue. Well, I mean, I guess a little background. I guess I'm a
go
mechanic. I
ahead.
listen to all kinds of different stuff. I have a nice big radio on top of my very big toolbox, so I have a very big radio on it, and
Yeah, he got a big
I just put
toolbox,
Pandora
massive.
on shuffle with like 65 different stations, everything from Stevie Wonder to Slayer, Pandora, like Pantera, I think
Yeah,
there's even some Beethoven in there on the shuffle. You never know where it's going. Um, one minute it'll go from Slipknot, and then it'll kick over to Michael Jackson. You have no idea.
that
You have
sounds,
no idea where it's going. I don't know where it's going.
that
I
sounds like
just
mine
let it
too.
rip.
I like everything. I don't know. The only thing that I don't really care for, I even learned to like country some because remember when I was dating Joe, he always loved country. And I ended up
Oh,
having to go
I do
down.
like country music.
See, I learned to
Country
like
music
some.
to Tone Loc is probably like my favorite transition that comes on because everybody just kind of stops. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, the only thing that I don't really like reggae for some reason. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I do, but it's it's got to be. Not all reggae is good though.
No.
Some's good, some's bad. You got to be in like a certain. You got to be in the right mindset and the right environment of it.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody feel free to ask him questions because and he's only here for a bit longer because we've already taken it up for quite a while. And he's ready to answer questions and everything else. I brought him on. He's getting comfortable again because he was getting a new ginger ale and SW themes. He
Yes.
says, I agree. He's like, yeah, not all reggae. Yeah, exactly. Which S2W themes, which by the way, what is your favorite? Curious. That's one thing. S2W themes. Oh, here's a good one. Once you get comfortable, let me get a drink of water. We've got some good ones rolling in now. And I want to show you something
Mm.
really quickly. Remember, I told you, and I don't know why I just didn't show you this on video call the other day, but I'm going to show you on here. Um, let's see, let's put it so, oh, I just hit the calculator. That's great. We can all calculate together. This is what, remember I told you I got an award and everything, and she mailed it to me. Oh, wait, your mic got turned off somehow. You got to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you.
Wait, is that it?
There you go. Yep, you got it. Okay,
Now
see
can you
this?
hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Can you see
yeah.
this? This is, remember I told you that during the adult show that I was given not only like a
Yes. Yes, you're
congratulations, I was
very
also
excited
given an
about that. You're
award.
very happy.
Yeah, and
You
I was
said your
freaking
pals took
out.
good care of you there.
Yeah, Angel, who's in Sacramento, gave this to me, and I'll show you the footage on it. It's an hour in, and they did a whole thing, and it was not only an
Did they send
800
it to
celebration.
you? How did you get
Angel
it so quickly?
Angel mailed this to me. I got it Monday. This is what I was telling you about.
Oh, what a good pal.
Seriously.
Alright, hold on, let me get rid of this screen where I think the mute button is. Hang on. I might accidentally mute it again. I'm not sure.
All right. If
Yeah,
you
there.
mute it, you have to unmute. If I mute you, then I have to unmute you, and then you have to unmute. It's like the weirdest controls in here.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
don't know. I figured out how to use this, so if I mute myself, I'll figure it back out.
yeah. But that is the cool. Yeah, exactly. S2W themes. He was there. In fact, they all went and everybody said, some about what they liked about it. Was like, holy crap. I and I'm doing it again. Every time I talk about it, I start stuttering, and like the Lady Borgia is finally speechless. I
Well, I mean,
still am speechless.
the description that you gave me is you were very excited. You just couldn't couldn't quite describe how happy you were and how pleased you were that, you're doing what you got to do. You're surrounded by the right people, and the people that aren't the right people, they're not in the, even about a thing.
Nope.
But, the people that are there that are worth talking to, they are there, and they're, you got your pals, and your pals are clearly taking care of you, and that was the most exciting part about that.
Exactly. It's freaking Angel says you totally deserve this award, Lady Borgia. You support us all of our channels. Oh, see, that's awesome. Thank you so much again. Like, I know I keep showing it, but I'm just like so amazed and just wanting to keep saying thank you to everything. And I also I had it right here, and I wanted to show my brother on air because I was telling him all about it. And anyway, best friend, she mailed it very quickly, and there was a cake, there was everything, and she's right. I've never celebrated anything. I keep meaning to, but I don't know. I celebrate other people better than me. But it was really, really cool. Divine Tiffany says, yes, so best friend, she said, is always respectful. Yes, that's awesome. Best friend said she would have a hard time picking a favorite music too, and Divine Tiffany loves all kinds of music. Ghostly Iron Pistol has a really cool question. This is interesting. He said, and let me make sure we can put let's see if I've got the camera back now. There we go. I'm going to put it onto you now that you're ready. He says,
Okay.
what is
Camera's
your
on me.
biggest, you ready? What is your biggest fear?
I don't know. Usually, like, if I figure out something of what it is, I just go solve that. I mean, I'm not scared of heights, but I want to jump out of a plane and go skydiving anyway. It's kind of how the person I
No,
am. But
I don't like I love airplanes, and I've flown planes. I mean, I don't have my
I would
license.
jump right out of an airplane with a parachute.
See, I don't know about
If I knew what I was doing. If not, I would be strapped to somebody else. But
see,
I would
that
go
is definitely,
skydiving in a heartbeat. If somebody said, "Hey, the
it's
weather's going to be
expensive.
nice. You want to go skydiving?" I would do it. I would not do it on a rainy day or a cold day because I feel like being really high up in the air on a wet day
That
is
sucks.
gonna suck. Because
That's
it's
just gonna
you
suck.
figure the wind is probably like 100 miles an hour plus, and you're way up in the atmosphere, so it's already going to be a lot colder, and you're moving. That is going
Right,
to be
right.
miserable, absolutely merciless. If you're going down in like 30 degrees, I've rode motorcycles in cold weather, and that
Yes,
sucks.
sucks. I've
And
ridden when it's been like,
I could only imagine that jumping out of an airplane is 1,000 times worse.
well, because you know what I used to do? Every New Year's Day, I would go and take my Harley out for a spin, but it would be so freaking cold, and like none of my leathers, none of, like, because I had like 14 different motorcycle jackets depending on like the
Yeah,
weather and what I needed. You know how it is. Like you end up, you know,
yeah. Actually,
collecting them.
I only have two motorcycle jackets. I only have
Well,
two jackets. I got one that's like a little warmer on the warmer end. But like from like I don't know about wrist down to waist, all the way through like the armpit and everything. It opens up to like a good vent, which is
yeah.
good when it's like a cooler evening, like cooler morning, and
Well, I had a huge selection. I had everything from having like armor in it with the elbow pads and the shoulder pads and the whole thing, to fleece, to this, to that. Like, I don't know. I every time I went somewhere, I would end up buying like another jacket. I don't have a lot of them now,
Wait, you were a
unfortunately.
fleece riding jacket?
They had a fleece one, but it was a Harley jacket, but it was the coolest thing. It was windproof fleece. It was like the weirdest friggin' thing, because you would think that it would be like,
It sounds like a little bit of an oxymoron.
it does sound like a freaking oxymoron. That's like when I got this stuff over here, the matte lip gloss. Matte lip gloss. That's a freaking oxymoron. I put it in my video. I was like, what the hell is matte lip gloss? I still have to put that video out. But oh, wait a second. Best friend, she says, I just realized my icon is tiny, must make it bigger. Yeah, you changed your icon and I just
like
realized it. It sounds like a personal problem.
Sorry.
I can know, you don't know. I can hear Steph laughing to that. She would laugh. Ian
Sorry.
Wrestling King 83, welcome back. Mrs. Hopkins is back. She has a leather jacket from J.C. Penney catalog. I still have a bunch of mine, but this is the thing. I used to go out on this New Year's Day ride, and it was so cold that none of my jackets were warm enough. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just grab, I had like one of those big puffy down jackets. Well, I put the damn thing on, and not thinking that I wouldn't be able to see out of my like side mirrors, because my jacket was
your shoulders are like 3 feet fucking wider.
Yeah, like a linebacker. So I'm riding down the road by myself, and I go to look, and like your side mirrors, that's the only thing you've got. Obviously, you don't have a rear view mirror on, that bike, and it's like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, you do if you turn around.
Yeah, you got to turn around. So basically, that's what I had to do. But the puffy, it was so puffy, I turned my head, and I'm like, oh crap. Oh crap. I'm like, Jesus, I don't think it was not a really long ride, because I was warm enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Listening. I'm just gonna.
No, feel free, hit the mute button. Ghostly Iron Pistol, he says, same here. I was always afraid of heights when I was young. 2 nights ago, I dreamed I was walking and suddenly was up high in a cliff. I looked back and saw my 2 dogs behind me whimpering and turned back. Wow, best friend, that's right. She says, that's freaky, Ghostly. That is that's really only one of my only fears. Is I'm not afraid of planes. I adore flying. I love it. But I am afraid of wide open heights. Like and see, that's the thing. Like, I'm not a screamer, I'm not a crier, I'm not a really like hyper emotional person when I get upset. I actually get quiet. So I go silent. And it's like the same thing if I'm in really bad pain. Whereas most people would be screaming, I get quiet.
So wait, would you go skydiving?
No, I didn't go skydiving. Are you kidding me? Number one, I had a friend who used to do it. I don't know if you remember.
Would you go skydiving?
Not unless the plane was friggin' going down. No. If the plane was going down, hell yes. You're right. I'd jump right out of that bitch. But I love planes. Why would I jump out of a good plane?
I don't know. Weren't you like sending me pictures and videos of you like flying a plane last year?
Yeah,
and sure. You won't go skydiving.
I was, where I did my first right bank was around the Statue of Liberty, and I was doing controlled climbs up and down the frickin' Hudson. Yeah, hell, it was Saratoga, Piper 6.
You'll fly a plane.
I'll fly a friggin' plane.
You won't go skydiving. I point out there's a little bit of an issue there. That's like me being able to be a mechanic, but I can't drive a manual transmission.
Dude, the only kind of car to drive is manual transmissions. I can't stand automatics. It drives me frigging nuts. There's no control over the car. But that's a side topic. I don't feel as in control over the car if I can't. I'm so used to, the first vehicle I learned to ride was a dirt bike at 12. So I'm used to being able to downshift and have like more control. So driving an automatic right now, I'm not like the biggest thrilled over it, but that's a total side topic. Although,
Well, I'll tell you what, like
We do that all the
like a
time
lot of
on.
the like the brand new car, you can get the paddle shifters on a lot of the fancy ones now. If you get something a little sporty, they got paddle shifters on it. That's fun.
Oh,
It's like
oh,
easy because you don't have to do anything. It just gets boring when you're like trying to like actually like have fun. If you're like used to like slamming gears and just blowing it out sideways, just going
yeah.
through like a turn or something, it's not as satisfying. But you don't have to move anything. You're just holding the steering wheel. It's like boom, 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 and it
Cool.
just
Oh, let me say
catches gears.
goodbye.
It'll downshift hard. You know, it won't downshift as hard as a manual where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna downshift so hard I think I'm gonna blow the engine apart. But hey, worst things will happen.
See, I like to get into. Oh, Divine Tiffany. She has to go. She's going to spend some more time with her 5-year-old. She can't stay any longer. She says, "So nice to meet you, Michael. And love you all. Have an awesome rest of the day.
Take
Thank you so
care.
much, Divine Tiffany. Thank you for coming. That was awesome." Best friend agrees with me. She says she'd rather fly a plane and never skydive. She says she's never been on a plane. I've flown honestly more times than I can think of. I don't even remember my first flights. My family used to fly a lot when I was, especially when I was little, and but yeah, I can fly it.
I don't
And you
fly a
have to
lot.
understand,
I don't fly a lot.
little planes move around a lot more than commercial jets. Like you feel like every bounce, every movement. So it
Yeah,
actually, and
yeah.
like I like turbulence, that like bouncing and where it feels like you're dropping out from under you. I love that stuff. I think it's fun. And if you're on a commercial jet,
I think
you
I've been
can be
on a
walking.
plane. I
Yeah,
think I've been on a plane 3 times.
you
Like
haven't
three
flown as
three
much as I
times.
did because we used
Four
to
times.
fly a
Three or
lot when
four
I
times.
was
Not that
littler.
many. Like
Yeah.
to Vegas, back from Vegas, like down to Florida, up from North Carolina, and I think one other time. So we'll say 5 times, 5 or 6 times that I
Gotcha.
could possibly recollect. Other
I've
than that,
flown
I
more
drive.
times than I can remember. Ghostly Iron Pistol. Oh, he's got to go. His friends have got to go and pick up a munchkin. Okay, thank you so much for coming. I love having you. S2W seems. He says he also agrees with best friend. He
Maybe
prefers flying, not jumping. Um,
I don't
I
know. Yeah, maybe on one of these adult board panels you have here. I don't know if it's live or public, but
oh,
at some
it's
point or another,
public.
him and I'll have some 2A talk.
Yeah, exactly. No, you definitely will have to. No, when we do the adult thing, it is live to the whole world. I mean, right now you are live to the whole world. People from around the world have been stopping in saying, Hawa, who saw you, she was from over, I believe, in Turkey. Yeah, people from, and Wonder Music was on earlier. He's in Latvia. So yeah, literally the whole world is watching you now and watches your sister twice a week. And
Well,
it
I mean,
never,
I don't know about the whole world.
well, anybody basically any internet connection can see us. And we have people got been one
Yeah.
of my first live streams, somebody was getting ready for work in India and saw me and came on. We've had people from the Philippines. We have everything. So let's see. That's an interesting question. If I had to say like what is your guys' worst fear? If anybody's willing to say it out, we're going to be wrapping it up fairly soon because I have had my brother on the air for well, I've been on 3 hours. He's been on 2.5, quite graciously. So if you've got any last questions, what are your fears?
Oh
You've
yeah,
got
I'm starting to be a little bit of a hungry hippo.
Yeah, I'm
I'm getting
starting
a
to
little
get hungry
hungry.
myself, to be honest. I was looking around to see if I had mints. I'm like, I'm getting hungry. I need food. So we are going to be wrapping it up, guys, because my brother and I are hungry. To be perfectly freaking honest, when I'm starting
Yes.
to look for mints, like, do I have the mints in here? I need some food. It means that it's just about time for the lady and her brother to go. So
Yeah, I feel like we really didn't even get into anything too good. I feel like we just like graciously just kind of bounced over a couple things. We didn't even like really get into anything worth really talking about to blow some
no,
people's minds.
we didn't. We might have to do this again because you guys have absolutely no idea how
Uh,
much we could really get into. So we will probably be having Michael back, and one of these times when we have the adult co-ed PJ party, we will have him on. And believe me, he is definitely a formidable opponent for that and likes to laugh and have a good time. So,
Oh, I'll take on
and
whoever. I will
yeah,
take on
and
whoever.
he's definitely
I
extremely
am not
positive
scared. I
person.
am not
He's
scared.
yeah, and it's in a positive way. It's not in a dramatic like bitchy way. No, he's very positive, very fun. It's
Oh yeah. Oh
that
yeah. If you're
he's
gonna
all about
bust
a
my
good
balls, make
time.
me laugh about it. If I'm
Yeah,
not laughing about you bust my balls, I'll take it as a joke. Just bring it to the table. Yeah.
yeah,
But
exactly. Just as long as
yeah, as soon
he'll
as,
do it.
as soon as we're done, I mean, I'll go back and forth to everybody all day long. My very beautiful, awesome girlfriend brought me some food while we've been on this
Oh,
little chat here.
Sabrina, tell her I love her.
Yes, you unfortunately have to
Go
clap your
fix myself.
hands and get your broom over and ride your broom over to the drive-through and get some
Yeah,
food.
I'm gonna have to ride my damn broom because I had to get my own food. Yeah, best friend says nom nom time. So, guys, I love you all so much. I will have Michael back again because we really didn't even scratch the surface of what we could have gotten into.
Yeah,
I
I
will
feel like
have,
we're gonna have to go to like something more specific, and so we can really get articulated on a subject and just bury it.
go. Yep, I agree fully.
We
So,
kind of just like it was like skipping rocks is about what we did tonight.
we did. We kind of
I
skimmed
don't
the
think we
surface.
really got into anything
No, we didn't.
too much.
So we will have him back again. This is just an introduction. And basically, that's a teaser because we do have a lot of stuff we could really get into. And that definitely will be
Hopefully next
entertaining as
time
all
though.
hell.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll be I don't know. Depending on when it is, kind of by year. Hopefully, it won't be one of the nights where I'm out on my bike and I just kind of like end up sitting on my bike finishing off the conversation with you.
Yeah,
But
that's
if I'm in, one of the other, well, three different four-wheeled vehicles at this point. I got one two-wheel vehicle, my
yes.
bike, and four actual cages that you got to drive in with doors and windows.
Best friend says that would be fun. So yeah, we definitely have to have you to one of the adult things. He will come back. Angel says in caps, this was a great
That would be too much
introduction.
fun. If I'm out like wheeling around somewhere and just like talking shenanigans back and forth, no, that's a bad idea. That's how
No,
somebody says, "Well, what do you feel about this?" And it like just T-bone like a little tree and run it over. No,
no, we don't want to kill my brother. That would be a very bad, bad thing. So
oh
we will.
no. There's a
No.
really long, long, long line for that. You got to pick a number. Come on.
Irregardless, I have had an awesome time. I hope you guys have had an awesome time, and he will be back again. You will see the Lady Borgia's brother again. This was just an introduction. It has been a
If
great
you're
time.
lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Well, if they're lucky, they're lucky.
Yes.
I'll see you. I'll see you whenever I decide to see you. But yeah, whenever you decide, hey, come on, come over here. If I'm like, hey, come over here, we can make that happen. The rest of these guys, I don't know. They might have to work on it a little bit. We'll see.
He's got some fun things, guys. And yes, thank you, Angel. Please come back when the live stream is over and leave a comment. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Oh, wonderful. Great times indeed, S2W themes. And the next time he comes back, we're going to get into some other topics, but you never know when that's going to be. So I will say good night, all. I love you. Have a wonderful time. Say good night, Michael.
Good night. You guys have a good one.
Have a
Proper
good
cheers,
one.
proper pint with your pals. Take
Yep.
care.
Have a good night. Love you all. Lady Borgia. See you on Monday.